B103.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be quite the exciting game. Colton Spearman alongside with me, my colorman, Daryl Obermeyer. Does a lot of football with Doc, but glad that you're here with me today. I'm filling in for Mason. But so we have about 7:30 here to go. Let's take a look, though, at the visiting Avila Eagles here. Right now, they are ranked 20. They are unranked here. They are actually last in the Heart of America Athletic Conference at 0-2 in conference play, 4-6 overall. They are coached by Coach Rodney Perry, assistant coaches Bill Sloan, Darren Clayton, and Preston Johnson. They have quite the roster here, but it's going to be exciting to see how things can stand here. Coach Rodney Perry and the Avila Eagles coming in. They are from Kansas City, Missouri, just a little bit south, if I'm not mistaken, from what I actually gotten from you, Daryl.
Yeah, they're south of 435. That 435 loop through town. Easiest way to get there is take the 435 right past Platte City, go down into Kansas, and then you circle back into Missouri. And the first exit, I believe, once you're back into Missouri from the west, it's about a mile or two south off the interstate. Very easy to get to. About 2.5 hours from Peru to Avila, so it really is a close game compared to some of the other schools in the HAC. Peru and Avila have had some pretty good games as they got up since they got into Heart of America Athletic Conference, and they actually did play some games even before they were in the HAC. Peru and Avila had met, but Avila has some pretty good statistics when you go nationally. Sarah Johnson, number one in the NAIA in total steals. So, and steals to me are one of the most exciting parts of a basketball game.
Oh, yeah.
Because you see that quite often the player that steals it is just standing and then just accelerates. A split-second acceleration, steals the ball and down the court. And you can see some of the most exciting plays in basketball off of the steal.
All right, well, we're going to take a break here again. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Bobcats, and we'll have an interview with Coach Bears that we did this morning. Stay tuned on the Bobcat Radio Network.
Who's your team? If they're in River Country, they're on B103. Coverage of high school football, volleyball, and boys and girls basketball can be heard on today's best country B103, B103.FM, and on the B103 app. Plus, we'll bring you results from cross country, golf, wrestling, and track. Tune into high school sports this season on today's best country B103.
Well, I finally improved my credit score.
What? The band is about to be discovered. Rock gods don't need to worry about credit scores. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, make ridiculous on-tour requests, tragically break up and blame creative differences.
Yeah, I'm not banking my retirement on a band that's never left your garage.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Your home for today's best country and Peru State Athletics. KBIE, Auburn, Nebraska City. B103 and B103.FM.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Colton Spearman here alongside Dale Obermeyer here. About 4:20 to go here. We have an interview. We sat down with Coach Behrens earlier this morning and was able to talk to him about his last game against Evangel and this upcoming game here against Avila. Here it is. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bobcat basketball here just at the top of the hour. But joining me now is the men's basketball head coach, Eric Behrens. Eric, thank you so much for joining us again here.
Hey, Colton, it's great to be with you again.
Of course. So now, you guys have had about a week off. It was finals week, so probably really necessary. But before we talk about this upcoming game, let's talk about last week's game against Evangel. They ranked 20th in the nation. You guys played a really great game. Came down to the last 19 seconds. They end up hitting that three. Just tell me about your initial thoughts from that game and what you kind of felt after they knocked down that three.
We were disappointed to lose. We thought we had put ourselves in a good position. We got up 7 with maybe 3 minutes to go. But they made some tough shots down the stretch, including that last three. And obviously we had an opportunity there late, but we made a three just after the buzzer. But our guys competed, and I think we've shown that, playing two top 20 teams right out of the gate in the conference, and two of the teams that are picked to finish at the top half of the conference, we feel pretty good in terms of our competitiveness within the league.
Now, was this week a little more difficult for you guys practice-wise, just since it was finals? And did you have your players' full attention when you would practice? How exactly did you walk about approaching this week?
Yeah, we gave them. We just practiced Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Gave them Monday and Wednesday off. So yeah, just trying to save legs, trying to give them some time to study up for finals, academically, be prepared. But we've had enough time to prepare for Avila.
So talk to me about Avila. What do you know about them, and what challenges do they present?
Well, Cedric Johnson can really score the ball. They put some shooters around him. They played the same two teams we have in the league, Benedictine and Evangel. They lost 2 really close games, so they're good. They're well coached. They're athletic. It's going to be a great game.
So then, how are you guys personally preparing for them? Is this more going to be how the Bobcats play, or is this going to be how Avila plays? Do you have pretty good confidence that if you guys play your game, you can walk out of this one victorious?
Well, I always feel like that. I always feel like if we take care of our business, that we should win. But again, it's going to be doing the job with the scouting report, taking away their strengths, and making sure that we play to our strengths, and just being unselfish and competing at a really high level. And
then after this game, kind of walk us through your schedule. You guys have a decent amount of time off before you resume games in January. How does that all work?
Yeah, after Saturday, our guys will have a little bit of a break, and then we'll come back right after Christmas and start preparing for our the Classic we're at down in Kansas Wesleyan January 2nd and 3rd, which is non-conference. But that's what we open up with when we get back from the holiday break.
All right, Coach, you excited for tonight's game?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's another league game. It's going to be a big game for us to build some momentum going into the break. So we definitely need to play well, and we really need to win.
Again, my guest is Bobcats head coach Eric Behrens. Eric, thank you so much for joining me as usual, and good luck here coming up today this afternoon.
All right, thanks, Colton.
Thank you.
You might think they just fix and sell tires at Douglas Tire, but wait, there's more. They also rotate your tires and do an alignment. But wait, there's more. At Douglas Tire, you can get your oil changed, brakes repaired, belts checked, and get a tune-up. And that's not all. Need transmission work? Starter giving you trouble? Bring your vehicle to Douglas Tire. Need a cup of coffee while you wait? You know where to go. Douglas Tire, 1315 Central Avenue, Nebraska City.
If you are a cattle producer who has started calves in a feedlot, you know that calves are stressed from feed changes, shipping, disease exposure, and commingling. Hubbard Feed's Stress Guard Starter System is a nutrition program that can help you manage the risk of starting calves. Getting your calves started correctly means they will go on feed faster, gain more, have fewer health problems, and be more profitable. Let the Stress Guard Starter System work for you. Call Roy Abel Farms at 402-274-8399 today.
Back to more Bobcat basketball on today's Best Country, B103.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Colton Spearman, and my partner in crime here today, Daryl Obermeyer. He's the more familiar voice of the Bobcats, but I've done my share here and there. Going to be quite the exciting game here. The Eagles and the Bobcats. The Avila Eagles and the Peru State Bobcats getting ready to start things off here tonight. Going to be quite the awesome game here. Really excited to watch these men's team. We just got done watching a great overtime match between the Peru State women and the Avila women. Went to overtime. Avila got the win 69 to 65. But here today, we'll get to the starting lineups here for both teams. We'll start with the Avila. We'll start with the Avila men here. The first starter, number 3, a 6'1" junior guard from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Cedric Johnson. Up next, a 6'2" freshman guard from Eureka Springs, Arkansas, number 4, Ryan Sanchez. Up next, a 5'9" junior guard from Olathe, Kansas, number 15, Jeremy Fennell. Then up next after that will be a 6'6" senior forward from Beverly Hills, California, number 22, Keith Taylor. And the final start, and after that, then one of the last started here, number 32, he's a 6'2" senior guard from Lee's Summit, Missouri, Brandon Murillo. And the final starter here for the Avila men, he's a 6'8" junior center from Zagreb, Croatia, number 42, Tom Lubinjak. And for your Peru State men's team, this one should be pretty straightforward. A 6'1" junior guard from Chicago, Illinois, number 0, Calvin Thomas. Up next, a 6'1" senior guard from Omaha, Nebraska, number 3, Sean McGarry. After that, number 11, a 6'5" junior guard from Chicago, Illinois, Corday Sims. And up next after that, fourth starter, 6'9" senior center from Chicago, Illinois, number 24, Philip Jackson. And the final starter, he is the big man outside the arc, 6'2" junior guard from Inglewood, California, number 32, Jamar Cannon. So this is going to be a great game here. Again, the starters for Peru State, Calvin Thomas, Sean McGarry, Corday Sims, Phil Jackson, Jamar Cannon. For Avila, Cedric Johnson, Jeremy Fennell, Keith Taylor, Brandon Murillo, and Tom Lubinjack. This is going to be quite the fun game here. The Eagles of Avila are in the traditional away black jerseys. They are the black jerseys with purple letters trimmed in gold. They have a purple trim at the bottom of theirs. The Peru State men's team is in their traditional home whites. They are trimmed with blue numbers trimmed in black. This is going to be a great game. Excited for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Taking the jump is going to be Keith Taylor for Avila, and taking the jump for the Bobcats is going to be number 24, Philip Jackson. We are just ready to get things started here as they just have to reset the scoreboard from the last game we had with the women. Daryl, got to be excited for this one.
Oh, yeah, it's just after last week's game, just like like Nebraska said back with the 94 football team, just some unfinished business. Last week Peru State led almost the entire game and, lost it on that just barely 2-second basket. Too late basket at the end. And so you're ready to pick back up today and go at it again.
Peru State men, they are coached by first-year head coach Eric Behrens. He did his high school coaching in Omaha last year. Brandon McGruger, Ben Krugenshank, the first-year head coaches, C.J. Killen, a graduate assistant. It's pretty much a brand new team for Peru State. 2 players from last year's team still remain, Toki Aromna and Grant Leslie, the only 2 after that. Everyone else transfers. So we are ready to go here from the AWAC here on the beautiful campus of Peru State. Let's get this one underway. Again, taking the jump, Keith Taylor for Avila and Phil Jackson for Peru State. Peru State will be going from right to left. Avila will be going from left to right here today.
Starting about 20 minutes late due to the overtime in the girls' game.
That's going to be won by Phil Jackson, and this one is underway here. Peru State has the ball, and it's going to be started off here by Sean McGarry. He starts things off for the Peru State Bobcats. Avila coming out in the man-to-man defense here right now. Sims, he's going to throw it over to Calvin Thomas, but Thomas can't reel that one in. It gets knocked out of bounds by Johnson for Avila. So now it's going to be an inbound for Peru State. Just getting underway here. Decent crowd for it being Christmas break for the students. Here's Sean McGarry. He is up top. A cross-court pass to Calvin Thomas. 13 to shoot on the shot clock. Here's McGarry. McGarry driving. Dishes it out to Jamar Cannon. Here's Thomas. Thomas dishes it out to an open Corday Sims. Sims for 3. Count it there. Nice three-pointer. And Peru State up 3-0 right now early. And for bringing it across the timeline for the Eagles is going to be Fennell. Number 15, Jeremy Fennell. He finds number 22, Keith Taylor. Taylor stepped out of bounds, so it's going to be a turnover. And Peru State will take possession here. Jamar Cannon actually getting a little bit of a haircut. Actually had some dreads beforehand, and he's got some shorter hair now. It took me a little bit to actually identify him for a second.
Yeah, Corday Sims, 17.3 points per game, leads Peru State on the season.
He has actually just got named the Player of the Week for the HAC Conference for the second time just last week. That one down low to Thomas. Nice points there. Now it's 5-0. Peru State gets out to the quick 5-0 lead.
And some of that name is he had 29 points when they upset number 4 ranked Benedictine.
That was a fun game to call. I was down there in Atchison, Kansas for that one. It was really fun to watch. Here is Murillo. Murillo down low. Peru State in the man-to-man. That seems to be everyone's favorite defense here today. Here's Lubinjack. Lubinjack gives it off to Johnson. Johnson dishes it back out. 3-point shot there by Fennell. Fennell gets that one to fall. And then now it's a 5-3 game here early in Peru State.
Oh, they're calling that 2 points. His foot was on the line, and they're giving it 2 points.
It's going to be 5-2 here with 18:20 to go. Here is McGarry. He brings the ball across the timeline for the Bobcats, guarded heavily by Fennell. Gary, he takes it up on his own in the paint. He gets that one to fall. Nice up and drive. That's a nice baseline drive by McGarry, 7-3.
Yeah, Corday Sims said it's a really good, well-placed screen to allow that play to take place.
And there's another baseline really quickly. Nice response there by Cedric Johnson for Avila. And now it's 7-5, a 2-point game with 7:55 to go in this opening half. Here's Jamar Cannon. He has the ball. He is hot from beyond the arc. He fakes the shot. He's going to give it over to Thomas on the cross court up top of the arc. course, just a little bit of a difference in the three-point line for both of them, about a foot each. There's a cross-court pass, wide open, Jamar Cannon for three. Count it for him. 10-5 now, and with 10 points here in the 2 minutes, 30 seconds of this game, Peru State deadly from beyond the arc. And Jamar Cannon nailing that three. Down here on the other side, it's Jeremy Fennell. He has the ball for Avila. He drives, hands it back off to Lubinjack, who gives it across court to Murillo. Murillo for three off the front of the iron. No good. Rebounded by Corday Sims. He's going to push it forward to Thomas. Thomas all the way down to the floor. He's fouled, and he goes up into the left lane with the right hand. Nice reverse layup there. 17:09. Now the score 12-5, and Thomas is going to get a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, already 17 points scored with less than 3 minutes gone in this game. So it's a fast-paced basketball game here in the AWAC.
One foul already to Brandon Murillo, his first personal team first foul, as there'll be a 30-second timeout taken by the Eagles. So really not even 3 minutes into this game, and we've seen 17 scored already. Very fast-paced game here so far.
Yeah, but both teams are just really here to play basketball, some tight man-to-man defense, and it makes an exciting game when you get man-to-man, because you see the ball getting moved underneath, and you get a zone, it's hard to get the ball down there. The man-to-man's a little faster moving, so you can get it under the basket. Of course, it cuts away the three-point shot a little bit if you stay in a tight man-to-man. But yeah, so far it started out a really fast-moving, a very good game to watch for the fans. 12-5 Peru State lead, and like I said, less than 3 minutes gone in the game.
7 points separate these two already. 12-5 your score. Been pretty fun here so far already. Now Calvin Thomas at the line for Peru State to finishes and one. He will miss that one. It'll be rebounded by Taylor. Taylor has the ball for Avila. He'll hand it off to Fennell. He rolls off a screen. He dishes it down low to Lubinjack. Fennell goes off the screen there. He's going to dish it under the basket, and they bring it back outside of the arc. 19 to shoot here on the shot clock. He dishes it back to Fennell. He drives, steps inside. That's a long two. He knocks that one down. 12-7 now. 16:40 to go in this game.
Yeah, for those of you that just tuned in for this one, Creighton was upset today by St. Mary's and broke a 24-game home winning streak that came to an end this afternoon.
Wow. Creighton men going down to St. Mary there, and that's actually they almost lost to South Dakota earlier too. Yeah. As that's going to be a foul here, an off the ball foul. It's going to be the first personal for Tom Lubinjack. Second team foul already here for Avila. Inbound here to Sean McGarry. McGarry, he has to hold the ball now. He'll find Corday Sims atop the arc. He's going to go to the far side to Jamar Cannon. Jamar Cannon sizing his man up. He backs him in. He holds the ball. He has to give it back to Sims. Sims shots the three-pointer. That's a long three, and the bank is open. He gets it off the glass and good. 3 points there for Corday Sims. 15-7 now with 16 to go in this opening quarter. Half. And a nice inside pass there. Backdoor pass from Fennell. Nice assist there as they'll give that basket to Cedric Johnson. He has 4 points now. Is back down on the other side really quickly going up is Phil Jackson. So with 15:48, Jackson will go to the line as that's the third foul for Avila here. Second personal for Tom Lubinjack.
Yeah, fortunately for Peru State, they haven't fouled yet, and that sure makes a difference when you get to the bonus.
Phil Jackson at the line here for the Bobcats to shoot. His first is away. Sinks that one there. So now it's a 16-9 game. 7-point lead for the Bobcats. As coming in will be Deshaun Roberts for the Bobcats in place of Jamar Cannon. Lubinjack will be forced to go to the bench as well. As subbing in will be Bradley Reed, number 11. Jackson's second on the way. It's good. So now it's 17-9. Avila's going to bring the ball across the timeline. Here's Johnson. Johnson gives it to Taylor. Taylor drives into the left side of the line, gets it blocked away by Corday Sims. Nice defensive stop there for him as he swats that away.
You know, you mentioned Tom Lubinjack for Avila's from Croatia. You notice he's from Nutrition High School, wasn't it?
Nutrition High School. I didn't actually see that. Yeah, look at that. That's an interesting name. Probably kept him in really good shape.
I suppose they did.
So here's the inbound right under the basket. He's going to get that one knocked away by Sims as well. That's 2 blocks for Corday Sims here. Just like that. There's a cross-court pass that's going to be a fake there. Steps up, takes the long two. That's an air ball. Goes way under the basket. Can't get that one to fall as Brendan Murillo and Calvin Thomas brings it across the timeline for the Bobcats. He'll give it away to McGeary. McGeary drives to his left. He goes into the paint, dishes it out to Roberts, and there's an open three. Nailed it there. Calvin Thomas. Nice ball movement by Peru State. Now it's 20-19, 11-point lead. Still not even 5 minutes into this one.
Yeah, Peru State 4 for 4 on three-point shooting.
Nice move coming inside here to Keith Taylor, but there's going to be a call. As we'll get a couple more subs. Subbing in now for Peru State, Toki Romna is going to come back in along with John Ruffin. He'll give Thomas a seat. Nice there. So Ruffin and Romna coming in for the Bobcats.
This could be a high-scoring game. 29 points scored in the first 5 minutes.
Bobcats really efficient on offense here. There's going to be another call. It'll be a turnover. Peru State will give this one away. Bringing it across the timeline will be Johnson for Avila. You're going to move it around here. There's about a 10-footer inside. No good. Missed by Avila. It's going to be rebounded by Sims. Sims pushing it forward to Deshaun Roberts. Roberts gets it here to Cannon. Gives it back to Sims. Sims goes up with his right into the right lane. No good. Rebounded by Taylor. And there's going to be a call on Ruffin.
Yeah, Peru State is first foul this afternoon on the Bobcats. 3 already for Avila.
That'll be on John Ruffin.
Yeah, John Ruffin comes here via Chicago and Central Community College.
Calvin Thomas, 7 points in this one here so far. Nice ball movement working the perimeter of the Eagles right now. Here's Johnson. He's going to give it down low to Murillo. Murillo baseline. He has to stop. 15 on the shot clock. Johnson gets it back inside to Taylor. Taylor has to retreat back. He'll find over here on the sideline Sanchez. Sanchez goes back in. It's going to be stolen away by the Bobcats. Picked up by McGarry. McGarry pushing forward. He's going to take a spin, and he'll stop. He'll go into the left lane. He takes it himself. Floater up and in. Nice move there by Sean McGarry to get 2 points there really quickly for the Bobcats, and it's 22-9. Now here on the other side is Cedric Johnson. Johnson going inside the paint. And he'll get it to Taylor. Taylor puts that one up and in. He gets 2 points to go. So Taylor now with 2 points, 22-11, an 11-point lead for the Bobcats. And here is Roberts. Moves to the far side on the right. Gives it to Sims rolling off that block. Sims coming into the paint. He goes cross court to Ruffin. Ruffin then gives it quickly back to McGarry. McGarry for 3 just off the front of the iron. It'll be rebounded by Sanchez. Sanchez gives it forward now to Johnson. Johnson tries to put a move on Peru State. They are still in, looks like they're in the 2-3 defense. Down low to Taylor. Taylor puts it up and in. Keith Taylor has couple points here. That is his 4th point here of the night, and it's 22-13. There's going to be a mass group of subs here at the next dead ball. 4 for Avila, 2 for Peru State. Here's McGarry, 20 on the shot clock. Cross court to Sims. Sims for 3. Count it! Corday Sims for 3 there. He knows how to knock him down. And Corday Sims now, he has 9 on the night so far.
And that's 5 for 6 on Peru State on 3-pointers.
Inside to Taylor. Taylor baseline drive. Goes up with his left. Nice little finesse move there, but he can't get it to fall. It'll go out of bounds on Avila.
Yeah, we have 2 finals in the Big 12 this afternoon. Kansas 63-60 over Utah in men's basketball. Oklahoma defeated Tulsa 87-68.
Phil Jackson and Jamar Cannon subbing back in for the Bobcats. And in for Avila, Lubin Jack comes back in, along with also Brad Gard, number 13. Number 2, Avila as well. 3-pointer on the way. That one off the mark. It's going to be rebounded, though, by Eric Adams. Ball gets loose, and Jamar Cannon picks it up. He's going to push it forward to Roberts. Roberts is going to give it to Ruffin. Ruffin just off the back of the iron. No good. It's going to be rebounded by Avila. They're pushing it forward really quickly here. Up for 2. There goes that one. Nothing in the paint. It's going to be rebounded by Avila, though. They kick it out. Nice ball movement here, and now it's Bradley Reed. Reed is going to swing it around. There's a 3-point shot on the way for the Eagles. That one again off the mark, getting his own rebound. He drives in. Nothing doing there as Brad Gard can't get that 3 to fall. Also in Eric Adams, number 2 for Eagles. A lot of subs for the Eagles as they have a very deep bench with about 7 players that they go to on the reg. That's a lot of players for me to remember. They'll swing the ball around here. Here's Reed. Reed dishes it over, comes inside. That one's going to get poked away. Johnson tried to get inside that save, though. They got the save here, but it's going to be stolen away by Peru State. Given now. Here's Jackson. Jamar Cannon for 3. That off the mark. Almost rebounded by Phil Jackson, but it's going to be last out on Eric Adams. As coming back into this game is going to be Jeremy Fennell in place of Cedric Johnson.
You might be happy to hear that it's a final now. Hastings 76, Dort 48 in girls basketball.
Yeah, all right. That's what I like to hear. We'll see if the men can beat Dort. Dort, a very tough GPAC team. That pass on the inbound here for Peru State, that was stolen away by Avila. They have a nice move here. Here's Fennell. He's going to dish it outside beyond the arc to Lubinjak. They're moving the ball very nicely here. Far side here to Adams. Adams takes it up, and they're going to get a call. So he'll head to the line now. It's going to be Peru State's 3rd team foul. It'll be the first personal for Phil Jackson.
Avila trailing 25-13, but actually Avila is about double the rebounds this afternoon on Peru State.
That one off the mark by Adams is Sims, Thomas, and McGarry will sub back in for Aromna and Ruffin. Second shot for Adams is up, and that one is good. So he nails that one, 25-14. Here's the inbound. It's going to be to Cannon. Cannon really fast down to Jackson as he's going to slam it home for the Bobcats. A nice dunk there. Nice lead. An assist by Cannon and a slam home by the Bobcats as it's stolen away by Sims. Sims is going to push forward again to Cannon. Cannon on the ground as there's going to be a foul on Avila. Ball went out of bounds down to the far side. Man, they were sprinting so quickly down the court there.
Yeah, they run just about as fast as the ball could be thrown downfield. Oh, and bad news for you. Hastings trails Dort in the men's game, 29-27.
Jeez. Coach Gavers down there doing a really good job with the Bronco basketball team. Keep me updated on that.
Yeah, I sure will.
Coming inside, here's Jackson, 20 to shoot on the shot clock. Cross court to McGarry. McGarry goes up. He's going to get a call. It's Avila on that one. It's going to be a foul, the 4th team foul for Avila. It's going to be first personal for Jeremy Fennell. So that'll be a baseline inbound. Thomas to inbound. He's guarded heavily by Adams. He's finally going to lob it in to McGarry. He'll take over with 30 seconds down the shot clock. 10:40 to go in this one. 27-14. Peru State out to a big 13-point lead. It's going to be knocked away out of bounds by Bradley Reed for Avila, so it'll be retained possession here for Peru State. 10:36 to go in this opening half. Peru State starting out here on fire, 27 points. Not even halfway through this opening half. Corday Sims on top of the arc, 20 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. He'll dish it down low to McGarry. McGarry dishes it back to Cannon outside of the arc. McCannon, he takes a step, gives it back to McGarry on the far side outside of the arc. He drives in, finds Jackson. Jackson, the 10-footer on the baseline. No good, rebounded by Adams. Adams will have to push it forward, but it's going to be stolen away by Peru State. Ball is on the ground. It's pretty much on the ground. Peru State says they have it, but the referee says it's going to be Avila's. So Avila will inbound here as we're getting another huge mass sub for the Eagles. Taylor's going to come back in. Johnson's going to come back in. Murillo's going to come back in. And in for the first time here today is going to be Aaron Ward, number 23. Very deep bench, like I said. 4 new players already out there for the Eagles. As bringing it across the timeline now will be Jeremy Fennell. He's the only one that didn't go out. Fennell gives it back to Johnson. Johnson top of the key back to Fennell, still outside. He's going to try a nice little pass inside, but it was way too far in front of Taylor. He goes out of bounds and Peru State takes over.
Yeah, the leading scorer so far in this game, Calvin Thomas, 7 points for the Bobcats. 5 points for Jeremy Fennell for Avila.
And here is McGarry for the Bobcats. Brings it across, nice spin move, guarded heavily by Fennell. He's going to dish it down low to Thomas. Thomas has to go back outside to McGarry. McGarry over to the cross court to Sims. Sims has to hold it, gives it to Jackson. Jackson is going to drive into the paint. He finally dishes it out, kicks it out to McGarry. McGarry for 3, just off of the back of the rim. It'll fall into the hands of Avila, but it's going to be a foul on Corday Sims. Looks like that's going to be Sims' first personal here. 4th team foul for Peru State.
Yeah, Peru State almost doubling Avila, 27-24.
So here is now Johnson. Gives it away here, goes back up top. Nice ball movement coming inside to Taylor. Taylor guarded by Jackson. He's going to be three. There's going to be a travel on Taylor as he took a couple too many steps. 27-14 here in the first half, 9:16 to go. 13-point lead for the Bobcats. Sims to inbound. He needs to get it away here. He's going to call timeout as he couldn't find anyone there. Smart heads-up play by Sims to avoid the turnover. That's going to be a timeout here, and it will be a 30-second timeout. So, Daryl, right now, 27-14. What have you thought about this game so far?
Very fast-moving.
Very fast-moving. I mean, we were just calling the girls' game, and it's just completely different. Completely different.
Well, yeah, it really is. And the girls' game, for a girls' game was really fairly fast-paced. But this Bobcat team this year is. It's been a lot of years since I've seen a team like this over in Peru.
Very talented team here in Peru, like you were talking about here. And like I'd kind of mentioned, a lot of transfer students in. Coach Eric Barron's having a lot of connections in that basketball world. He ends up coming to Peru State and gets a lot of guys to transfer here. A lot of guys out of Chicago. Big thing now these days for recruiting is kind of getting players in package deals. That's a big way you can bring people in together, and that's what's happened for a lot of different Peru State players. I mean, specifically, kind of really looking at it, Calvin Thomas, David Palin, even though he doesn't get to play too much, and Corday Sims.
Yeah, there's 5 players from Chicago on this Bobcat team this year.
John Roffin and Philip Jackson as well. As that floater from Corday Sims inside the paint will go. It falls 29-14 now as Sims now has 11. Coming inside is Farrell. He gives it to Taylor. Back to Johnson, to Taylor, to Murillo. Murillo, 3. That one is good to go. Murillo gets his first points here of this game. 3 points for him. And they're going to push it up really quickly. The Bobcats give it up to Thomas. Thomas thought he was going to go for the free throw. Gets it outside for 3. Corday Sims, a wide open 1, 2, 3. 32-17 your score. 8:30 to go in this game. Here's Taylor inside. He loses the ball. It's going to be picked up by Johnson down on the corner outside of the 3. That pass coming inside is going to be knocked away, but picked up by Taylor. Taylor goes up. He gets 2 points there. He now has 6, and it's 32-19. 13-point lead for the Bobcats. Here's Sims. He brought it across the timeline, gives it to McGarry. 8 minutes to go in this first half. McGarry into Jackson on the top of the key. Jackson into Cannon. Cannon on the drive in the paint, up and good. And now Jamar Cannon has 5. 34-19. Down on the other side here now. Here's Farrell. Goes over. Still holding it on the out of the arc is Johnson. Johnson to the baseline. He'll dish it back outside to Moreno. Back to Johnson. Johnson fakes the 3, steps up long 2. Here it is, and knocks it down. Johnson now with 6 points there. 7:35 to go. 34-21. It's another 13-point lead for the Bobcats. The Eagles are going to be in a full court press now. They're struggling to find that one, and that pass inbound from Sims to McGarry was knocked away by Jeremy Fennell. So it's still going to be Bobcat ball. Is coming in now is going to be Deshaun Roberts, Toki Aromna for Philip Jackson and Calvin Thomas.
Kind of a surprising score today in girls basketball. AIB 101, Waldorf 100.
Wow, that's a high-scoring game, 101 to 100. Whew. Inbound to Roberts. Roberts is going to look away and almost gets it knocked away by Johnson. But Johnson last touches, so it'll be inbound for Peru State. (34-21) your score. Here's a Romna cross-court pass to Sims. Sims for 3. That one was wide open, but it was off the mark. Didn't even hit the rim. Rebound is going to be picked up by Deshaun Roberts, though. He dishes out to Cannon. Cannon for 3. Front of the rim, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Philip Ruffin there. Ruffin got the putback. And that's his first 2 points of this game. 36-21, 15-point lead for the Bobcats with 6:55 to play. There's a shot outside of the arc. Nailed it there. That's Taylor. Johnson, for 3. Johnson now has 9. 30-second timeout here. Man, completely different story here as we've had 60 points scored in this first half already. 36-24 with 6:46 to go here in this first half.
Yeah, a hack score coming into men's basketball. Baker leads Graceland 31-18. Yeah, Peru State 6 for 7 from the three-point line.
Isn't that amazing?
Good afternoon for that. Only 2 for 5 for Avila.
Cedric Johnson for Avila right now. 9 points for him, 2 points for Eric Adams. Only 1 point for him, 5 points right now for Fennell. 26 points for Keith Taylor. That inbound by Peru State. He'll finally get into Toki Aromna. He'll give it cross court here to McGarry, and they got to push forward so they don't get the 10-second violation. They have some time. McGarry finally gets it across the timeline. He's on the far side. Tries to put a move. Avila still in the man-to-man defense here. He finds Ruffin down low. Ruffin will give it back out to McGarry. Far side up top. He goes down low, baseline to Roberts. Roberts with his back to the wall. He goes inside. Nice backdoor to Ruffin. Ruffin goes up, and he's going to get fouled by the Eagles. It'll be the 5th personal for Avila. And that's going to be on number 22, Keith Taylor, his first personal. Again, 15 foul.
Yeah, Peru State's been led by Corday Sims today with 14 points. Coming in next, Calvin Thomas at 7. Jamar Cannon at 5. 4 points by Philip Jackson and also Sean McGarry. And 2 points by John Ruffin.
As that one was off the mark by Ruffin. 12-point lead for the Bobcats. Ruffin's second. He gets that one to fall. Ruffin has 3 now, and it's 37-24. Really quick pace, though, for the Eagles. They push it up really quickly. Murillo has the ball. He's going to give it down to Johnson outside the arc on the baseline. Johnson drives in long two. It's going to be knocked away by McGarry, but they're going to get a foul on McGarry. That'll be Sean's first 15 foul for Peru State. So fairly even here with fouls. Both teams with 5 so far. 6:12 to go in this opening half.
Yeah, Sean McGarry is from Omaha, a senior, 6'1" guard. Came to us from Cameron College. Another transfer came in this year.
Came back, actually played for Coach Behrens in high school, and once he got the job here, decided to transfer. At the line shooting will be Johnson. Johnson's first is away, and he'll miss that one. Ruffin will pick it up for the Bobcats. 6 minutes to go here, 37-24. It's been a high-scoring affair here so far. Here's Roberts in the paint. He spins and he travels. He took too much of a walk there, and it's going to be a turnover for the Eagles. Taylor to inbound, and he'll give it to Fennell. Fennell brings it across the timeline for the Bobcats. Top of the arc, guarded by Aromna. He's going to give it over into the center to Murillo. Murillo down to the corner. He's going to have to back down. He gets it down low. Nice move there. Gives it up. There's Adams. He puts it up off the backboard. No good, but it's going to be rebounded by Fresnell. It kind of fell into his hands. That shot off the mark as well. It's going to be picked up by McGarry. McGarry gives it off here to Romna. Romna pushes it forward to Ruffin on the baseline. That one's going to be off the mark. Philip Sims on the rebound there. That second one no good, but there's going to be a foul. Corday Sims pretty frustrated with that one. But they're going to get the foul on Toki Aromna, his first personal 16 foul now for Peru State.
Toki Aromna, Kansas City, Missouri senior, Independence Community College before he came to Peru State.
Such an eclectic group of players here.
That's right.
Top of the arc now is Fennell. Fennell gives it to Adams. Adams to Johnson. Johnson drives in. He's double teamed back to Adams. He's the open man. He takes the shot off the front of the rim. It'll be rebounded by Aromna. He went up to get that one. He got up pretty big. He pushes it forward across the timeline here to Sims. Sims backing him down. He drives into the paint, goes up with his right and in. Sims now, Corday. He has 16 points here tonight already. And quickly coming back down the other side, Johnson goes up. He gets fouled, so he'll head to the line. It's going to be the 7th team foul for Peru State, putting Avila in the bonus. And it's Corday Sims on the foul, putting Avila in the bonus. His second personal, again, team 7th. So Johnson heads to the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
Yeah, he's 77% on free throw shooting this season.
That'll help his average as he knocks down that first one there. That gives Johnson 10 now. Also subbing into this game now after that one. The second one is hit Bradley Reed, number 11, coming back into this game, 39-26.
That's 5 out of 8 on free throws now for Avila.
Nice ball move by Peru State to Deshaun Roberts. Roberts down low to Romna. Back to Roberts. Roberts top of the key to McGarry. McGarry to Sims. Sims to Aromna again, kind of trying to stay up high here. Aromna drives into the paint. He's going to lose it. It's going to be taken away by Johnson. Johnson pushes it forward. One-on-one here to Reed. Reed goes up with it, and he gets his first basket of the night here. As now the score 39-28. As we'll have some subs here. The next dead ball for Peru State. Here comes Sims. Sims inside to Roberts. Roberts up off the glass and good. And Roberts now has his first bucket of the game. 41-28 with 4:30. Here's Johnson. He backs back out outside of the arc. He's going to reset the offense. Guarded by Deshaun Roberts. Man-to-man defense for Peru State here. He's going to hand it off to Reed. Reed over to Johnson. Johnson gets down, poked away. He has to go chase it. Sims was the one that poked down away. He drives into the paint. Johnson up, and that one falls as well. So Johnson now here with 13 points for the Eagles with 4:05, 41-11. It's an 11-point lead, and the Eagles just keep hacking at that lead. Here's Sims right along the sideline here on the near sideline. He'll find Ruffin. Ruffin way up top. He gives it to Aromna outside of the arc. Aromna fakes the shot, drives in, dishes out to Sims. An open Sims for three. Almost guaranteed. That one, though, off the mark. Picked up by McGarry, storming in here. He's going to dish it over, and that's going to be a basket there. Nice movement to Deshaun Roberts as he picks up his fourth basket. 43-30 with 3:35 there. That shot will count. He'll get a chance for the three-pointer. That was on the floor. It's a block foul there on John Ruffin, his second personal team, 8th foul now. As we'll get 3 subs for each. We'll get 2 subs for the Eagles. Coming in now, number 23. The Eagles, Aaron Ward. And then also coming in, back in this Jeremy Fennell. And then also coming in, Brad Guard, number 13. Back in for Peru State is Calvin Thomas, Jamar Cannon, and Phil Jackson. Taking out Aromna, Roberts, Ruffin. Still haven't seen Jeff Neverson here, number 4, just yet. That shot is on the mark by Bradley Reed. Reed will take a seat, and in now will come Brad Guard. Deshaun Roberts to inbound. He'll find McGarry. McGarry trying to get his offense to get to work here. 3:20, 43-33, 10-point lead for the Bobcats. Here's McGarry. McGarry, nice backdoor there. Beautiful little nice thread in the needle pass to Thomas. Thomas went to score. That's going to be goaltending. And so they'll count that one, I believe.
Well, no, they
won't.
Did they?
They did. It's not. They won't count it there. Still 10-point lead, 43-33 as the Eagles inbound here. They're back down on their sideline. Here's Guard. Guard down low. Nice ball movement there, but they can't seem to finish it as Ward couldn't get that one to fall, so Peru State gets the rebound. They push it really quickly. McGarry in the paint. That one goes up no good. Last touched by the Eagles. Good call there as Ward got his hand on it last. Calvin Thomas to inbound for the Bobcats on the baseline. He'll find Cannon. Cannon tries to put a move, steps to the left, three-pointer on the way, nailed it, good, nice shot there by Jamar Cannon. Cannon now has 8 points as the Eagles pushing really quickly. They come back up. Here is Guard.
That's Jamar Cannon's second three-pointer for the Bobcats.
Guard to Taylor, back to Guard on the baseline. Guard up top to Taylor. Taylor dishes it, wide open three for Fennell. That one off the mark, just a little too far, rebounded by Calvin Thomas. Thomas in the paint, lobs it up, almost to Phil Jackson. They tried to go for the alley-oop and nothing. That would have been really awesome if they could have nailed that one, but they couldn't get that one to fall. There's the fake by Ward. He's going to dish it out to Murillo. Murillo for three. Count it there. Brandon Murillo gets 1, 2, and 3. He has 6, 48-36, 12-point lead with 2:09 as Peru State pushed it up really quickly. Then went out of bounds on Phil Jackson. No, actually last touched by Avila. So it'll be an inbound to Calvin Thomas on the baseline. 2:08 to go.
Yeah, Corday Sims, 16 points to lead all scorers today. Cedric Johnson, 13 now for the Eagles.
So on the baseline inbound for the Bobcats, number 0, Calvin Thomas. He'll get the baseline inbound. He'll go far back to McGarry. McGarry now bringing it up forward just a little bit, still outside the arc. Way cross-court pass to Thomas. Thomas for 3. That one hit the rim but couldn't fall. This is going to be picked up by Brandon Murillo. Murillo bringing it across the timeline for the Eagles. He'll dump it off to Fennell. Jeremy Fennell on top of the arc, way up high. Peru State back in the man-to-man. Gives it to Murillo. Murillo hands it over to Lubenjack. Lubenjack will find an open man. Number 23, Aaron Ward on the shot. It won't fall. Picked up by Phil Jackson. Jackson gives it to McGarry. McGarry sprinting down the court. He'll give it back to Jackson. Jackson is going to run into him, and it's going to be a charge. So Jackson's going to get a call here. It's going to be his second personal.
That almost looked like a wide receiver going up for a pass in football.
Yeah.
That didn't look like a basketball play, and therefore the result being the charge.
He's a tall kid. He would be a great wide receiver. Toki Aromna going to sub in for the Bobcats now in place for Jackson, as Jackson needs to get a rest here. 1:30 to go in this opening half. 48-36, 12-point lead for the Bobcats. Johnson will inbound to Farrell, and they'll let the ball bounce, not running any time off this clock, trying to conserve as much as they can. Here's Jeremy Fennell. So far, Fennell has 5 points. He's going to dish it over. There's going to be an off-the-ball foul. It's going to be a turnover. Peru State ball. There'll be a blocking foul. It'll be on number 13, Brad Gard. That's his first personal, team 6th. So one more, and then Peru State will be in the bonus, as the Eagles on this inbound are going to do a full-court press. Deshaun Roberts to inbound for Peru State. Hasn't been given the ball just yet.
Peru State now leads in rebounds 13-10 over Avila.
Inbound to McGarry. He'll bring it up across the timeline. Stops. He's way up high. He'll finally give it down to Cannon outside of the arc on the baseline. He drives. Baseline driver up for the 10-footer. No good. He'll be rebounded by Johnson. And the Eagles will bring it the other way. 48-36, 12-point game. Just under a minute here. 55 seconds to go. 25 on the shot clock. Here's Fennell. Fennell finds Murillo. Murillo down to Johnson. Johnson still outside of the arc. Goes once, floats backward. And a bad pass there was intended for Taylor, and it went over Taylor's head. Taylor's not that tall.
That's the 10th turnover scored against Avila today.
Haven't had the best job holding on to that ball, but it's also great defensive awareness by Peru State. Roberts to inbound. He finds McGarry. McGarry will go back to Deshaun Roberts, who will bring it across the timeline for the Bobcats. He'll go cross-court to Sean McGarry. McGarry baseline drive. He'll kick it to a wide-open Cannon for 3 across the court. Goes to the left. It's tipped back in to Calvin Thomas. Thomas can't get it to fall, and there's going to be a foul, and that'll put Peru State in the bonus now, as that is going to be a foul on, waiting to hear this one here. It's going to be on number 15, Jeremy Fennell, his second personal, team 7th. So Peru State now in the bonus, and Thomas will head to the line for the 1-and-1. Front end of the 1-and-1 is up, and that one will not fall. He's actually shooting 2 shots. Even though it's the bonus, it would be 1-and-1. He was fouled under the basket, so he's guaranteed 2. Coming back in, Bradley Reed will sub in for the Eagles in place of Eric Adams.
Yeah, so far today, Calvin Thomas, 0 for 2 on free throws, but he does have a 3-point shot.
1 for 3 here. Second, that one no good as well off the back of the iron. It'll be rebounded by Fennell. Fennell pushes it forward to Reed. Reed, guarded by Deshaun Roberts. He'll hand it off to Fennell, who is guarded by Calvin Thomas. To Murillo, to Thomas. Nice ball movement. They're still working the perimeter. Driving the left lane is Reed. He'll back out on the baseline outside of the arc. He has 4-3, 2 to shoot in the game clock. There's a foul. 3-pointer up. No good. The foul was before the buzzer. It'll be about 2.3 or so. But that's going to send Cedric Johnson to the line to shoot 3 since that shot was outside of the arc. And they'll talk this one over here as second half just coming to an end.
Cedric Johnson's 2 for 4 in free throw shooting throughout this game.
They're going to add 2.2 seconds left on that clock there as that foul happened well before the buzzer went off. 12-point lead for the Bobcats. And Johnson still at that line. He's going to shoot 3. Johnson's first is away, and he'll sink that one there. 14 points now for Johnson. 48-37 game. 11-point lead for the Bobcats. Second is away. That one is also good. So now 15 for Johnson, and that's a 10-point game. 48-38. It's coming back in for the Bobcats will be Devontae Lewis and Eric Adams. Johnson's third is away, and that one is good as well. So 48-39, it's a 9-point game. Johnson with 3 points. Here you go, 1 second left. A heave at the end of the buzzer. That one was way off by Jamar Cannon. So that's where we will end things at halftime here. Your score at the half, 48-39. Peru State on top of the Avila Eagles here right now. It was a good game here so far. What'd you think of that first half here, Daryl?
Well, fast moving. I guess this is one of the fastest moving games I think I've ever seen played here in Peru. And
very athletic.
Oh, very.
Yeah.
Very. And you see, 48-39, a lot of points scored. I was thinking there for a while maybe we'd hit 100 today, but I don't think we'll get quite that high. But, it's going to get probably into the 90s. And so, we're going to see a lot of points this afternoon.
Again, your score, 48-39. We'll take a break here on the Bobcat Radio Network. When we come back, we'll have your first half recap on right here, Bobcat Radio Network. At halftime, your score, 48-39.
At Mosier's U-Save in Nebraska City and Cody's U-Save in Auburn, you have always been able to count on fast, quality service and a friendly staff to answer your questions. Now take advantage of our ability to quickly sort through Medicare Part D plans to help you choose the plan that's right for you. During the open enrollment period, October 15th through December 7th, learn about the growing number of plans that list U-Save as their preferred pharmacy, saving you money on your copays. For your free Part D plan comparison, stop by your locally owned U-Save pharmacy with your Medicare card and medication list. We'll handle the rest. We're Health Mart Pharmacies, caring for you and about you.
Vanderveen and Garacki is proud to be celebrating their 15th year of business, serving Nebraska City, Plattsmouth, and the surrounding communities. Vanderveen and Garacki realize the importance of a strong community and know they could not have reached this milestone without the support of all of you. Vanderveen and Garacki is focused on providing you with sound tax and accounting solutions. It has been their pleasure to work closely with you, and they look forward to serving your needs for another 15 years and beyond. A sincere thank you from Vanderveen and Garacki, where everything adds up.
Mrs. Santa, you know how Santa checks his list?
Yes.
Well, can he do something different? There are a lot of dogs at the bottom of those chimneys, and we could use some Alpo Prime Cuts or Come and Get It dog food. Orscheln has 52-pound bags for only $21.99.
I see.
Plus, heated pet pants are $10 off.
And I see men's coats are $10 off. Santa needs a new coat.
There's great deals in the Orscheln Holiday Gift Guide through December 14th.
Thank you, sweetie.
I'm Cutie. Sweetie's over there.
Who?
No, who's on first?
For stocking up or filling stockings, it's Orscheln Farm and...
Home.
A pledge is a promise that's made. Allegiance is your loyalty forever. At Larson Motors, they know the Pledge of Allegiance is more than just something you learned to recite as a child. It's the promise to be good Americans. Larson Motors proudly sponsors the daily Pledge of Allegiance and understands the importance of sharing its message. The Larson Motors family has been a loyal part of this growing community for over 26 years, and they'll be here for many more. That's their promise. Larson Motor Group, just off Highway 75, Frontage Road in Nebraska City.
House calls may seem like something out of the past, but Whaling Insurance Agency is proud to say that we still work with our customers both in our office and at home. There are many advantages to having a local insurance company and agent. Whaling Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual have protected local families' homes for decades with quality insurance coverages from Farm Mutual Insurance. We know our customers and work with them to protect what matters most. Call Whaling Insurance Agency today at 402-873-5485 for a quote on your home insurance and discover our policy of working together.
At Mosier's U-Save in Nebraska City and Cody's U-Save in Auburn, you have always been able to count on fast, quality service and a friendly staff to answer your questions. Now take advantage of our ability to quickly sort through Medicare Part D plans to help you choose the plan that's right for you. During the open enrollment period, October 15th through December 7th, learn about the growing number of plans that list U-Save as their preferred pharmacy, saving you money on your copays. For your free Part D plan comparison, stop by your locally owned U-Save pharmacy with your Medicare card and medication list. We'll handle the rest. We're Health Mart Pharmacies, caring for you and about you.
There's a whole new way to go Gator. Meet the sleek Midnight Black Special Edition Gator RSX 850i and XUV 825i from John Deere. They blend into the shadows and move like a coming storm. Inventory is limited, so these Gators will be gone soon. Get to your John Deere dealer today. Availability limited to participating dealers. See dealer for details.
Try out the Gator Special Edition at Studite Implement in Syracuse off Highway 50 north of 2, or the Studite Implement near Auburn on Highway 75.
Big Apple News Radio 1600 gives you the insights of high school sports teams every Saturday morning. Live at the Plattsmouth Hy-Vee, Colton Spearman chats with coaches from the Plattsmouth Blue Devils on the Blue Zone at 8. Presented by Hy-Vee in Plattsmouth and Sac Federal Credit Union. Then on Calling All Sports, Andy Wolf catches up with coaches from all around River Country. Live at Valentino's in Nebraska City at 8:30. Connecting you with area prep coaches from all sports. Saturday mornings on Big Apple News Radio 1600.
Head to Bing Sports Bar for happy hour from 3 until 6 and grab a delicious homemade pizza while you enjoy a cold one. Bing Sports Bar, open Monday through Saturday from 3 p.m. until 1 a.m. downtown Nebraska City. Bing Sports Bar is a proud sponsor of The Bottom Line.
Welcome to the Peru State College Halftime Show on today's Best Country B103.
Which other ones? Calvin Thomas.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Colton Spearman here, along with Daryl Obermeyer. It's been a great first half here. We have about 9:45 to go until the start of that second. Your score of 48-39, and man, did this one get out to a big lead quick. Peru State getting 18 points within, the first 3 minutes or so. I mean, they got out to a huge lead. There were 32 points scored in this game, Daryl, before we even got 3 minutes into this game. It's been quite offensive. Really athletic, very fast pace. Up-tempo would be an understatement, I believe, to talk about this game. 48-39, what did you see in the half that you liked?
Well, what I saw was the fast movement and how well these players play together. There were times that I thought but it was just a thread-the-needle type pass. They know where each other is going to be. And this, you can tell it's a well-coached team. And they just play together so well that they've come in well trained.
The chemistry with this team is just on point, because you're right. They know exactly where each other's going to be. They don't even have to look past and someone's there. Uh-huh. It's just the teamwork and the chemistry on this team is exactly where I think Coach Behrens wants it to be right now. Now, you do have some stats from some women's games that have actually finished up earlier in the hack. What do you got for us?
Yeah, the hack, all the girls' games are final. Evangel was off today, and Culver Stockton played an exhibition game against Missouri S&T, lost it 55-48. But Mid-American Nazarene defeated Missouri Valley College 90-53, Avila 69-65 over Peru State. Baker defeated Graceland 66-56, Benedictine 64-59 over Central Methodist. And in the G-Pack, Hastings defeated Dort 76-48 in girls basketball. In some boys games so far in the hack that we have, Baker leading Graceland 36-22 at the half, Mid-American Nazarene over Missouri Valley 38-28 at the half, and Hastings Dort tied at 35 apiece at the half.
All right, Dort's a very tough team in the G-Pack. They're ranked in the top 25 for the D2 for men's, obviously the D1 and 2 for the NAIA, but that's what I like to see. I like to hear that. All right, well, we'll take a break away here, and we come back. We'll have a Bobcat player profile here for you, produced by the Peru State students, and then take another break, and when we come back, we'll have stats and second half action for you. About 7:25 to go to the start of the second half here. Again, your score at halftime, 48-39. We'll be back with some stats after the Bobcat profile player here on the Bobcat Radio Network.
You drive a car, you own a home, and you need insurance on both. So why not see if you can save money in the process? I'm Brent Harson of the B. Harson Agency. When you insure both your home and auto with American Family Insurance, you may qualify for a substantial money-saving discount. Interested? Call me, Brent Harson, at the B. Harson Agency today at 402-269-3392.
The best place to be for the big game is Bing Sports Bar in Nebraska City. Head on down for happy hour Monday through Saturday from 3 until 6 and grab a delicious homemade one-topping pizza for just $11 and get a 2 or more topping pizza for $12. Bing Sports Bar, downtown Nebraska City.
Welcome to the Peru State College Halftime Show on today's Best Country B103.
Hello, this is Zach Mushel with the Bobcat Athlete of the Week. I have a cross-country athlete here by the name of Skylar Albers, a junior here at Peru State. Skylar, what were your goals this season, and did you meet any of your goals this season?
Well, with this being my first time running cross country in over 3 years, my main goal for this season was just to get better and improve my times throughout every meet, and I did meet those goals from the first meet that we had in September, then our last conference meet in November. I improved my time greatly, which was very exciting.
So you said it's been your first time running in 3 years for cross country. Has it been hard getting adjusted to the college level, or has it been an easy transition for you coming in?
It's been a little difficult. I had some injuries that held me back in high school, and so I wasn't able to run cross country my junior or senior year of high school, and so coming back in running and stuff was a little difficult, but with some training I was able to get back into it.
What would you say has been the most difficult thing for you to get adjusted to, whether it be classwork or just the practices itself?
Probably trying to wake up really early for practice. We practice at 6:15 in the morning, which sometimes is a struggle, especially if I'm up late doing homework. And then I kind of do that clock thing in my head, like, okay, it's midnight, so if I go to bed now, I only have 6 hours to sleep. And so I think that was the hardest thing, but with some time management, I was able to get it done.
Are you planning on running cross country next year, and if so, what are your goals for next season?
Yes, I do plan to run next year, and my main goal is just to get better and improve. And as a team, our main goal is just to recruit more runners and have a good time.
The season's finally over. Do they have you guys doing anything now to prepare for next season?
Well, as of right now, we just have our own. We can do whatever. We'll probably start back up in January or February with team conditioning, and our coach does classes in Auburn at the Wellness Center, and so we can go to those and just try to get better on our own. So then in the summer when we condition, we can be fully prepared for the season.
What are your guys' practices normally like? I know you're probably running around Peru and Auburn and stuff. What are they usually like, and what do you guys do?
We run in Auburn 3 days a week, and then we run in Peru the rest of the week. And it really just depends. We have long days, so we run for like 55 minutes. And then we have short days where we do speed work. And so it really just depends on the day, or like if we have a meet coming up or not. And so normally we average like probably 4 to 6 miles a day, just depending on the day.
What has been your favorite part of running cross country this year?
My favorite part probably is the team part of it, because we're very close and it's a very small team. There's only 7 of us, and so that allows us to have a lot of team bonding, and we're kind of just like a little family.
Now, you told me your goals as an athlete for cross country. What are your goals for being a student here at Peru State?
I'm majoring in special education, so my goal right now is to student teach in the spring of 2016.
Who's your biggest influence when you do run?
All the people that told me that I couldn't, when I had hip surgery twice, like my doctors, everyone told me, oh, you probably shouldn't run anymore, it'll ruin your hip and everything. And so that like made me want to run even more. And so I just think everyone that told me I couldn't do it made me want to do it even more.
Okay, thank you for the interview, Skylar. I appreciate it. This has been Zach Mushel with the Bobcat Athlete of the Week. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
Vision is an important part of health. Poor vision can affect performance in the classroom and on the court or field. Protecting your vision is also important. 1/3 of all sports-related eye injuries are suffered by children. Contact Lifetime Vision Center in Auburn about protective eyewear options and schedule regular eye exams to rule out any problems with vision affecting your child's performance in activities and, most important, the classroom. Put healthy eyes first with Lifetime Vision Center in Auburn.
Let Eastern Associates show you why auctions are a forerunner in marketing property across the nation. Auctions are an aggressive marketing process with competitive bidding that achieves fair market value, all within a time frame you decide. See us on the web at goeaster.com.
Welcome to the Peru State College Halftime Show on today's Best Country B103.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Colton Spearman. Next to me is my color man, Daryl Obermeyer, and we have about a minute 13. Both teams back out getting warmed up, ready to go. Score at half, 48-39, and what an exciting first half that was. And we'll turn it over now to our brilliant statistician here for the Bobcats, Daryl, take it away. What do you got for us stat-wise?
Well, on some individual stats this afternoon, Corday Sims has 16 points to lead the Bobcats. He's the only player in double figures. Calvin Thomas has 9. Jamar Cannon with 8. 4 points with Sean McGarry, also Deshaun Roberts, and Phillip Jackson. 3 points with John Ruffin. And those are the scores so far for the Bobcats this afternoon. Leading the Avila Eagles, Cedric Johnson has 16 points, and he's also the only person in double figures. There's 4 Peru State players with 2 fouls, so you kind of hope toward the end of the game we aren't worried about fouling. Rebounds, Sean McGarry, Corday Sims, and Toki Armana all have 3 rebounds for the Bobcats. As far as some team stats this afternoon, points in the paint, 12 points for Peru State are in the paint, 8 for Avila. The field goal percentage is pretty decent for both teams, 59% for Peru, 58% for Avila. Peru State on threes is running at 78% compared to 50% for Avila. But Avila has advantage in the free throws, 7 for 10 for Avila, only 3 for 6 for the Bobcats. And rebounds, Peru State leads 13-12 in the rebound category. Turnovers, though, Avila has 10 turnovers against them, while Peru State 6.
And we are starting here the second half. Just getting underway here, inbound to the Eagles. They're going to move around to Murillo. There's going to be a foul just like that, like not even 10 seconds into this half here. They're going to get it on. They're going to get that one on Calvin Thomas, his first personal here of this half. First team foul of the half. First personal of the game, first team foul for Peru State in the half here. So very fast out of the gates here for Avila. They are moving the ball. They're going from right to left now. Peru State going left to right. Peru State in the white jerseys trimmed with blue letters and trimmed with black outside of the letters. And Avila in the traditional colored away jerseys. They're all black with purple lettering trimmed in gold. 15 seconds on the shot clock here for Peru State. Taylor had the ball, gets it poked away by Cannon. Cannon's going to bring it up into the paint. He'll take it up on his own into the left lane. He goes up, and he's fouled there, so he's going to have a chance to go for the start here for Kansas. Last half, he puts 2 up here now, and he'll have a chance for 3. 50-39, 11-point lead, as getting that foul is going to be number 22, Keith Taylor, his second personal, first team for the Eagles.
You're only 39 seconds into the second half and already a foul. Quite a difference. So we went a couple of minutes early in the game before anybody fouled.
The same with the girls' game as well. So at the line now, shooting one will be Jamar Cannon, as he is going to try and complete the old-fashioned 3-point play. At the line, he'll focus in. His shot is up, and it is just short. It'll fall, take a couple bounces. It'll be rebounded here by Fennell. Fennell brings it up here for the Eagles. Gives it to Murillo in the corner. Still has the ball in the corner. Murillo's going to give it up top here to Lubinjak. Lubinjak off to Taylor. Taylor up top on the top of the arc. He'll give it back to Fennell. Here's Fennell. He comes across the court, gives it back to Taylor up top. Taylor's going to go to the left, gives it back to Lubinjak up on the top of the arc. He's the big man. He's not shooting down. Dishes it down to the 2-pointer for Fennell. Fennell, no good. It's going to be rebounded here by Corday Sims. Corday Sims pushing the ball really quickly. Nice move there as they try to get a really fancy play going. Phil Jackson almost slammed it home again, but they're not going to be able to get that one done as the ball goes out of bounds and kind of goes off the other side of the gym here, more into the practice court. We'll have to go get it, but it's going to be an inbound for the Bobcats. Calvin Thomas will be inbounding down below the Bobcat basket on the baseline. 8:40 to go in this game. 50-39, 11-point lead for the Bobcats. As he'll successfully inbounded here to Corday Sims up on top of the arc. He dishes it here to the side to McGarry. McGarry takes it back up top. Avila still in the man-to-man. He dishes it down to the corner. Back to McGarry. McGarry thought about it. 12 on the shot clock. Inside to Jackson. Jackson not in the paint. He turns around. Jumper for 10. Count it for him. Nice turnaround jumper there for Phil Jackson as he now has 6 tonight.
Yeah, Peru State starting out a 4-0 lead over Avila. Avila hasn't scored yet in the first 2 minutes of this second half.
Fennell there handed it off to Murillo. Murillo's shot couldn't fall. Now the ball is going to go out of bounds, and it'll stay down here for Avila. So we'll keep it down here, and you're right. They are on a 4-0 lead here to start this second half. Inbounding will be Jackson. He'll find Taylor. Taylor back to Johnson. Johnson up off the front of the rim. No good. It'll be rebounded by Avila. Gives it back to Murillo. Murillo over now here to Fennell. Fennell up. No good. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's going to give it to Sims. Sims has a 3-on-2 break. Sims into the right lane. He's going to put it up. Finger roll for him. He goes up and good. 54-39. And Sims has his first 2 baskets of the night. He has 17 here so far. He has 18, excuse me. Here is Fennell. Fennell, he's trapped to Murillo. Murillo back to Fennell, down in the corner. He's going to roll off of a pick from Lubin Jack, but he gives it to Taylor. Taylor, left side of the paint. He'll take it up himself. No good, rebounded by Jackson again. He pushes it forward to Calvin Thomas. Thomas almost lost it there, but he brings it across the timeline. Avila in the man-to-man. He'll throw it over to McGarry here on the near side. He's guarded by Cedric Johnson. McGarry playing ball through his legs a little bit, 20 on the shot clock. He drives into the paint, lobs it up to Jackson. Jackson, nothing there. He has to give it back out for the 3 to Calvin Thomas. Thomas now with 10 as he gets his first basket of this second half, and the score now 57-39. And Peru State starting to run away with this one here early.
Yeah, that's his Calvin Thomas' second three-pointer of the afternoon. He's 12 points now. He has also had 4 out of 5 for field goals, so his percentages are really, really good. 3 Peru State Bobcats now in double figures with Corday Sims at 18 and Jamar Cannon at 10.
And so now, they're on it's a 7-0 run for the Bobcats still.
Yeah, they're late in the first half.
Oh, no, it's a 9-0 run. Excuse me, yeah. I apologize. 9-0 run.
Yeah, Avila late in the second half actually started to cut the Bobcat lead.
This is where they get it back right now. They're about ready to go up by 20. They're up by 18 right now, 57-39.
And right before the half, when Avila was fouled, attempting that 3-point shot and got all 3 field goals, I thought maybe we're going to have some momentum shifting toward the Eagles.
I did too.
And so, this run of Peru State really surprises me, what they've done to start this second half.
16:52 to left in this game, and Peru State starts this game out. They were up already by 9. And then now Peru State starts off on a 9-0 run. They're up 57-38, 18-point lead for them. It's going to give them some nice padding here to work with in the second half. Coming out of that timeout here, going to be thrown into Avila. Here is Fennell. Fennell inside here. Gives it up to Murillo. Murillo goes up, and he's going to end that 9-0 streak here. He gets 2 points of his own, the first 2 for the Eagles here. 57-41, 16-point lead. Here's Sims. He's going to get a foul on Lubin Jack, his first personal. Second, it's going to be the 3rd team foul, I believe, for Peru State in this half.
Yeah, an update on a hack score. Mid-American Nazarene now leads Missouri Valley 52-37, and Benedictine leads Central Methodist 46-42.
Inbound there to McGarry. McGarry over to Cannon. Cannon back up top to Thomas, to McGarry, back across to Thomas. Nice ball movement inside the paint. That jumper won't fall by Cannon. Saved, though, by Corday Sims, and a nice save there as he jumped up in the air, grabbed it, whipped it around his body, and it ended up going off of Taylor's leg. So Peru State will retain possession, and they'll inbound on the baseline. Thomas the inbound. He'll lob it back, but it was just not a good pass at all as it was picked off there by Cedric Johnson. Johnson takes it up, and he gets his first basket of the second half, 59-41. 43, excuse me. Back down, other side. Thomas. He went up with that one. There's going to be a floor on the foul. A foul on the floor. Excuse me. Switch that up. It's going to be a foul on Jeremy Fennell, his third personal. Third team foul as Thomas is at the line. 16:04 to go in this game. Thomas is first off the back of the iron. It's going to be rebounded by Taylor. They're going to push them really forward here. Here's Johnson. Johnson steps back. Cross-court pass to Murillo. Murillo takes the three. It's wide open there. He nails it there. Murillo, he has shot nicely from beyond the arc here. 59-46 your score with 15:50. So the Eagles starting to pull within a couple now. 13-point lead. It was at one point 18. McGarry there on the spin. There's going to be an off-the-ball foul again. It's going to be the fourth team foul for Avila.
Well, that's on Jeremy Fennell. That's his third already.
That's his fourth.
Oh, his fourth one?
It's his fourth
Wow.
foul.
Wow.
And they're going to leave him in. We don't, looks like, Coach Rodney Perry not looking to go to his bench right away. Inbound here. Here's Sims. Sims drives in just a little bit. He's backing him down. Fakes the shot, goes up. Nice ball movement there to Calvin Thomas. Sims gets the assist, and Calvin gets the points here. Inbound to Fennell. Fennell finds Moreno. Here's Johnson. Johnson on the drive, and they'll get Peru State on the foul. That'll be McGarry, his second personal. Will be this team's second foul. As they're going to go to Peru State's going to go to their bench, and they'll get Deshaun Roberts to come in. He has 4 points already for McGarry. It'll be an inbound baseline for the Avila Eagles. Cedric Johnson to inbound. He gives it cross-court to Murillo. Murillo for three again, and that was just off the mark, rebounded by Philip Jackson. Jackson's going to give it to Deshaun Roberts. Roberts is going to bring it across the timeline. He's going to lob it. Bad pass. That was intended actually for his coach. He got that one right into the hands of Coach Eric Behrens. There's going to be a turnover in the Eagles' ball. 61-46, 15-point lead for the Bobcats with 15 minutes to go in this game. Inbound to Johnson. Johnson moving forward. He's at the bottom of the key. He's going to find Adams down low, who subs in for the Eagles. And Adams goes up, and he gets 2 points there. He has three now on the night. Just under 15 minutes, 61-48 now, 13-point game. Corday Sims brings it across the half court for the Bobcats. He finds down low inside to Thomas. Back outside to Phil. Corday Sims. Sims on that jumper. 15-footer is good. Give that a count to Sims. 2 for him.
Yeah, 21 points now for Corday Sims in this game.
That'll be a full timeout, so we'll take a break here on the Bobcat Radio Network. Your score, 63-48.
For an athlete, it's about more than just shoes. Brown Shoe knows it's about the total package, and they got you covered from head to toe. Under Armour headbands, t-shirts and shorts, sports bags, Nike Elite socks in all the hottest colors, and shoes in all your favorite brands. Nike, Converse, Adidas, Asics, K-Swiss, Under Armour, Brooks, and New Balance. Whatever your sport, get your game on and gear up at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Nebraska City.
American National Bank is a locally owned and managed bank that has been a part of the community for over a century. Although we've grown over the years, one thing has never changed: our focus on providing customers with exceptional service and convenient products, no matter where they are in life. Whether you are looking to buy a home, remodel, or simply need a checking account to manage your money, American National Bank can work with you to find the solutions that can make your dreams come true. Stop in, call, or go online, ambank.com to find out more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
B103 presents Peru State Basketball. Brought to you by Douglas Tire, B. Harzen Agency Inc., Brent Harzen, American Family Agent, Moser's You Save Pharmacy, Strigo's Southside Body Shop, and Arbor Bank. Now, let's send you to our B103 sports crew with the live call of Bobcat basketball on today's best country, B103.
All right, we ready? Game just started again. Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Back here it is a three-pointer there as we are just underway here in the second half. 14-23, Murillo gets his 14th point as he knocks down that three-pointer. 63-51, your score, 12-point lead for the Eagles. Colton Spearman
for
here.
The Bobcats.
For the Bobcats, excuse me, yes. Colton Spearman here alongside Daryl Obermeyer. It's been a long day of basketball. Good basketball, though. Nice ball movement there. Three-pointer by Cannon just off the back of the iron. No good. Rebounded by Sims. Sims goes up off the glass. That one won't fall as well. It's going to be rebounded by Adams. He's double-teamed down under his basket. He still has to get that ball up in 10 seconds. They're starting to run out of time. Here's Taylor. Taylor double-teamed again. Nice defense by Peru. And they're going to get a timeout as the Eagles just got that timeout. It's going to be a 30-second. We'll be right back here on the Bobcat Radio Network. We'll take a 30-second timeout.
How many times are your kids asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? No matter what the answer, a college education will likely play a big part. Statistics show that children who grow up with savings accounts are 6 times more likely to attend college. At Arbor Bank, we offer starter savings accounts for kids under the age of 20. Savings accounts are a great way to get them headed down the right path. It's never too early to start saving for the future at Arbor Bank. Arbor Bank, helping you grow. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Syracuse Lumber has the solutions you need to make the winter months go by unnoticed. Keep cold outside and enhance your home with a large selection of Larson storm doors in a variety of styles and colors. Cut heating costs by insulating the areas where cold air sneaks in with CertainTeed blow-in Insul-Safe fiberglass insulation. Syracuse Lumber has all the right tools to get the jobs done and advice for doing them right. Syracuse Lumber in Syracuse, Nebraska can help you stay warm, save money, and improve your home's appearance as Old Man Winter does his thing.
Bobcat Basketball, today's best country B103.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Colton Spearman here, and alongside me, Daryl Obermeyer. Great basketball here from the AWAC. Peru State is up on Avila, 63-51. It is a 12-point lead for those Bobcats. 13:49 to go in this second half. Avila on the inbound. It's going to be Cedric Johnson taking the ball across the timeline for the Bobcats. Then he'll hand it off to Jeremy Fennell. Fennell will push forward. He gives it to Taylor. Taylor now over here to Ward, who subs in. Coming inside to Ward. Ward goes up in the left lane. He's going to get fouled, so he'll head to the line.
You might be glad to hear Hastings has a 1-point lead over Dorton, 65-64.
That's Daryl. Dorton, a really good team in the GPAC. Right here, though, right now, Aaron Ward at the line. As that shot is good. He gets his first basket here of the game. That's Phillip Jackson, his third personal foul. Team third foul for Peru State. Ward's second. Just off the front of the iron, no good, and it's going to be rebounded by Phil Jackson. He'll dish it off to Corday Sims, who gives it to McGeary, giving up to Cannon. Cannon kicks it out to Thomas. Thomas for three. Got it there. Three-pointer to Calvin Thomas. 1, 2, 3, and he makes it 66-52, a 14-point lead. Bringing it across the timeline, Fennell now. He gives it to Ward. Ward here on the near side, outside of the arc, still on the perimeter. Taylor swings down the back. Same to drive in. He's going to dish it over to Taylor, but that gets knocked out of bounds. We'll stay down here. Subbing in now for the Bobcats is going to be John Ruffin and Toki Aromna. They'll give Jamar Cannon and Phil Jackson a seat. So inbounding will be Murillo for the Eagles. He's going to away cross-court lob to Johnson. Johnson for three. That one was on the mark, but it rolled out of bounds. And it was last touched by Peru State.
Yeah, I believe Corday Sims might have got a hand on it as he was trying for the rebound. And
he did. He went up for it and got a little tip on it. Good call. So it'll be a baseline inbound under the Eagle basket. Johnson on the inbound. Ward trips. He can't find anyone. He has to throw it in. The coaches for Peru State were looking for 5 seconds, but they got it off in time. Here's Fennell. Fennell down to Murillo. Murillo to Taylor. Taylor in the corner. He comes up top. Back down to Sanchez. Sanchez now gets it inside to Murillo. Murillo corner to Ward. Ward to Taylor. Taylor in the corner. 14 to shoot on the shot clock. Taylor, he's going to drive in, and there's going to be a foul on Peru State. Their fifth team. This one, it's number 5, Deshaun Roberts. It's his second. Baseline inbound again for the Eagles. There it is to Ward. Ward in the corner. He's going to drive into the paint. There's another foul again on the Bobcats. That's going to be on Toki Aromna, his second personal. fifth team foul now for Peru State this second half. So we'll try this one more time. Third luck's a charm. They'll inbound it, and they find Jeremy Fennell. Jeremy Fennell has 4 fouls, one more, and he is done for the day. Here's Johnson in the corner. 12-12 to go in this game. 66-52, 14-point lead for the Bobcats. Fennell up top on the arc, 20 to shoot. Gets it inside to Ward. Ward goes up. Nice block there by Toki Aromna, and he is going to take that steal there. He got an all ball on that one. That's the pass, though, is going to be stolen away, but he couldn't rev it into it. It was Johnson who got the ball. Toki took the pass. Johnson reeled the ground, and then there was a struggle for it.
And I think Peru State's timeout might have saved the travel call.
It did.
That was a great move on Peru State coach's part to get that quick timeout.
And that timeout is going to be a 30-second timeout. So with 11:53, it's a 14-point lead, 66-52. What do you got point-wise? Individual stats for us, Daryl.
Well, right now, 20 points for Corday Sims leading the Bobcats. 19 points for Calvin Thomas. He's had 9 points in three-pointers today. 10 points for Jamar Cannon. As far as Avila goes, Cedric Johnson at 18 points, Brandon Murillo at 14, and those are the players with double figures this afternoon on points. As far as rebounds, 5 rebounds for Corday Sims and Phillip Jackson, who lead the Bobcats, and they're also the game high in rebounds. And Peru State on field goals, 64%, 51% for Avila.
All right, we're ready to get this one going here. Both teams back out on the court here. Corday Sims will inbound on the far sideline. He'll find Sean McGarry. Gary guarded on the half-court press by Jeremy Fennell. McGarry pushes forward. He's held. He's trying to get it to Deshaun Roberts. He finally does. Roberts in the paint. He'll dish it outside to Sims for 3. Sims, that one was way off the mark and went off the glass. Picked up by Ruffin. Ruffin takes it up, nothing doing. The tip back in. The basket won't count as Deshaun Roberts actually got it back in, but it's going to be a foul on Peru State. That one is going to be on Deshaun Roberts. That's his 3rd. 6th team foul for Peru State. So they need to be careful because with this 14-point lead, getting a team in the bonus this quickly could actually change the outcome of the game. Here's Johnson. He's in the corner. Rolls off of a pick from Taylor. Taylor now backing him down, posting up. He takes a step back. He'll dish it off to Murillo. Murillo, he rolls off of the Taylor pick. He holds it, gives it to Ward. Ward now gives it inside. Nice pass there from Ward. Nice assist there as he gives it to Fennell, and Fennell goes up, and he gets his first basket of this second half, 7 for him total, and now the score is 66-54. It's a 12-point game. Here's Sims across the half court for the Bobcats. He dishes it off to McGarry. McGarry on top of the arc. He rolls off of a pick by Ruffin. Ruffin down to McGarry. To Sims. Sims inside the paint, and that's going to be a travel. Peru State saying that they knocked the ball, saying that he cradled it. I have to agree with that one. Steps. So it's going to be an inbound by Avila. Very frustrated Corday Sims will take a seat. Because they'll get a sub in for him. Coming in for him will be... Oh, that one on the ground. Bad pass there from Johnson.
And they're calling it travel, aren't they, on Avila?
Yes, they are. He took too many steps there. 10:32 in this game. 12-point lead, 66-54. I'm Colton Spearman and my color man, Daryl Obermeyer. There's the inbound pass to Ruffin. Ruffin now, guarded by Taylor. He comes a little bit closer to the center. He's on the far side. He's going to go far side sideline. He goes finally into the paint. Now he goes into the left lane. That one no good. It's going to be picked up by Fennell. They're going to go up here. Here's Murillo for 3. Open look for him. He's knocked on a couple of those, but that one he can't get it to fall. There's save there. He couldn't get the save there, so actually it'll still be Eagle. Actually going to be Peru State ball here on the baseline. Now Avila is going to be in a full court press here as they try to inbound this one with 10 minutes to go. From Thomas back to Deshaun Roberts. Roberts across the timeline. Here he goes. He's going to give it down now to Thomas. Thomas in the corner. Brings it back up top, and he'll give it to McGarry. McGarry, he starts to go down to the corner. He runs to the baseline. He dishes it off here. They're going to have to get it out. The ball is in the air. It's going to be saved by Thomas. Thomas then gets a nice save there as he throws it off of Aaron Ward's foot. We're right next to the sideline there. Ball went out of bounds, so Peru State will retain possession. It's like the third time that's happened here today where they have a nice save.
Yeah, bad news for you. Dort, with 2 minutes to go, has a 2.7068 lead over Hastings College.
That's so stressful. So stressful. Inbound here goes to McGarry. McGarry's going to take it up the left lane. No good, but nice. Toki Arona comes up. He can't get the second to fall. He goes up with the third. The fifth team foul for Peru State. They're going to give that personal one here to Aaron Ward. Actually, Eric Adams, his first personal here. Toki Arona, first free throw is good.
That's also his first point.
I was going to say, that's his first point of the game here, number 1 for him. Ward will take a seat for the Eagles. Coming in place of him is going to be number 20, Jake Allen. We're just under halfway here of the second half. 9:36 to go in this game. 14-point lead after the made free throw there by Aromna. He now has 2.
Yeah, that'll certainly help. The Peru State's only 5 for 10 on free throws today.
Coming up really quickly, Eric Adams just off of that. He misses it, and it's going to be picked up by Peru State. Sean McGarry brings it across half court for the Bobcats. Him cross-court pass, and he's going to push it forward to Johnson. Johnson brings it up in the left lane. He goes up. There's going to be a foul on Ruffin. That foul is going to be, that is Ruffin's third personal. 7th team foul now for Peru State, so that'll put Avila in the bonus. So heading to the line for 2 shots will be Cedric Johnson, who already here tonight, 18 points. His first is good. So now the score is 68-55. It's a 14-point lead. As now subbing back in for the Eagles will be Brad Guard, number 13. He comes into this one still with no points and 1 foul.
Yeah, Peru State outscores their opponent 78-70. So this game today could be a little higher than the average on both sides of the ball.
Cedric Johnson sunk that one there. That's his 20th point here of the match. So now it's 68-56. It's a 12-point lead. McGarry. He's going to give it to Ruffin. Ruffin up top. He'll drive inside, but then he'll have to kick it back out. Here's Deshaun Roberts into the paint. Dishes it outside again to Cannon. Cannon for 3. That one off the mark. That's Toki Aromna. Toki Aromna gets his own rebound. He'll dish it to McGarry. McGarry holds it. He has 25 on the clock. Shot clock. 8:40 in the game clock. Here's Ruffin. Ruffin kicks it up. He goes up with the left on the hook shot. No good. And nice awareness by Deshaun Jackson as he saves it. He's going to try and get it in, but nothing doing. He saved it, and he got it right back to Adams on the Eagles. He gives it to Johnson. Johnson comes down. It's poked away, picked up by the Bobcats, but then knocked away by Adams. And it's last going to go off of Peru State is what the refs say. Coach Barron's very upset about that one, and I have to agree with him.
Yeah, I think it went off Sean McGarry.
It did.
I think that was the correct call by the official.
I agree with the official there because it did. It last touched McGarry, and that's all right.
Well, we're a little different angle than the coach. He may have been blocked away from seeing the.
I think he was. We had a pretty clear angle here.
Uh-huh.
8:21 of this game. Here's the inbound to McGarry. McGarry lost that one, though, and he gets it poked away. It's still time when they say it's Peru State. Avila's coach Rodney Perry upset about that one. You know, you're never going to make 2 coaches happy in one game. So inbounding now for the Bobcats will be Calvin Thomas. He's going to give it to Sean McGarry. McGarry will bring it right across half court. 8 minutes to go in this one. Still a 12-point game. 68-56 Bobcats with the lead. Here's Deshaun Roberts. Cross-court pass on the far side to McGarry. McGarry, another cross-court pass to Cannon on the near side. Cannon with a shot. An air ball there. That's kind of uncharacteristical of Jamar Cannon. Come back into this game is going to be Fennell for the Eagles and Corday Sims for the Bobcats. He'll take out Sean McGarry. Taylor will come out for Tom Lubinjack.
In Kansas defeated Utah 63-60 in the Big 12. Wichita State defeated Detroit 77-68. Missouri Valley.
Bringing it across the timeline, Jeremy Fennell. Fennell gives it to Reed. Reed taking it up, and it's going to be stolen away by the Bobcats. Almost was waiting for that jump ball, but Thomas is actually going to get away from it. He brings it across the timeline quick, gives it to Sims. Sims with 7:34. He's down here. He has 20 on the shot clock. Lobs it inside to Jackson. Jackson has to go out a little bit to get it. He's backing back down. He's posting up. He loses the ball between his legs. He picks it up. He needs to be careful. He throws a big cross-court pass that goes way out of bounds. It's going to go over the head of Jamar Cannon as Murillo is going to goes along. Johnson guard along with Bradley Reed. I've never liked Kansas too much.
Oh, is that right?
As a CU fan of the Big 12, you just never liked them too much. So here's the inbound now. Here's Jackson. Here's Johnson. Johnson steps back, takes the long two-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Phil Jackson, who got way high up in the air, but he couldn't reel it in. He lost it and went out of bounds, and the Eagles retained possession. So they'll inbound under their basket. 7:05 left in this game. We've been at this score for quite a while now, 68-56.
Yeah, Central Methodist, maybe an upset in the making. 52-49 lead over Benedictine College.
Bobcats defeating Benedictine a couple weeks ago on a Thursday game down in Atchison. That was a big one for them.
Yeah, they were rated number 4 at the time. They dropped to number 6 in the country after the loss to Peru State.
Which means in that reserve, since they only dropped 2, that means that they actually have the Peruers. Be stolen. He got the pass to Johnson. Johnson's passing. Here's Johnson now, and it is Calvin Thomas who takes it up into the left lane, and good. 70-56. Thomas now gets his 10th point of this second half. Here's Menlo. He gets it down to Allen. Allen to Johnson. Johnson to Ludwig. Down to the corner is Fennell. Fennell for 3. Count it there. He has 5 this half, 10 of the game, and now it's 70-59, and Peru State just can't put these pesky Eagles away. An 11-point lead for them right now, but that's pretty much where we've stayed. If the lead has been as big as 18 and as small as about 7.
Yeah.
15 on the shot clock. Peru State pretty much waiting, killing a little bit of clock now. Sims, he's been holding it this whole time. He cross pass here to Deshaun Roberts. Roberts back to Jackson. Jackson the jumper, about 10 foot. That one's no good, but there's going to be a foul, so Jackson will head to the line. It'll be Avila's 6th personal. First foul for Cedric Johnson. So Jackson heads to the line for the Bobcats. 64% free throw shooter from the line at the beginning of this game as he knocks down that one.
Yeah, Peru State led 48-39 at the half, scored the first 9 points of the second half. Looked like it was going to become a blowout, but then the Avila Eagles have kind of climbed back into the game.
6:02 left in this game, so if they want to do something, they'll have to do it here pretty quickly. Jackson's second of the 2 is also good. He has 8 points now. So here's Fennell. He inbounds it, and he'll bring it across half court for the Eagles. He rolls to the left and then comes back right up top. 5:50 to go in this game. Peru State still in the man-to-man. Fennell. Jeremy Fennell. He rolls to the right off of a reach back. Nice backdoor pass there to Murillo. Murillo goes up and in. And so Murillo now has 16. Peru State on the inbound as the Eagles were doing a full court press there. They knocked the ball out of bounds. It's still Peru State ball.
Final in the men's game of the day, America Athletic Conference, Baker 1-54.
Meaning that Baker then moves to 1-2, their first conference win here for the men. Good win for Baker. Actually, it'll be the Eagles on the inbound on their baseline. He'll find Johnson with the jumper there. That one is good.
A 9-point lead now. That's what we were at halftime, and it's worked back to that.
And a bad pass from the inbound from Sims to Thomas will get another turnover. And now some momentum starting to shift the way of the Eagles here with 5:20. And because of that, Coach Behrens is going to try and stop the bleeding. He takes a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a break here on the Bobcat Radio Network. Your score is 72-63, 9-point lead for the Bobcats.
Starting college at a big university is not the right fit for everyone. That's why many students spend their first 2 years at Metropolitan Community College. You can earn credits in nearly 150 general education courses, then transfer those credits to a 4-year university. And credits at MCC are nearly a third of the cost. Get started today. Go to mccneb.edu/first choice. Classes begin March 6th. Metropolitan Community College. 40 years of excellence.
Are you or someone you care for downsizing or moving to town but need affordable housing? Prairie Hill Senior Townhomes in Syracuse could be your home. 2-bed, 1-bath, covered porch, and attached garage all on one level. Appliances including stackable washer dryer provided. Best of all, maintenance, lawn care, and snow removal are done for you. Ask about 19 and up 1-bid housing at Westview Manor Apartments. Contact Syracuse Housing Authority for income qualifications. They offer an equal housing opportunity.
Your home for today's best country and Peru State athletics. KBIE Auburn, Nebraska City. B103 and B103.FM.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Colton Spearman here alongside with you. Daryl Obermeyer, my color man. It's been a great game here so far. We've had a good women's game, and then this men's game actually gone pretty quickly here. 72-63, a 9-point lead for the Bobcats. It was 18 at one point as they started this half with a 9-0 run inbound here to Fennell. The Eagles then have pretty much knocked this back down to 9, and that's what we were at half. So they made up all that time in the 15 minutes. The Eagles now. Johnson to Lumberjack. Lubinjek down low in the corner to Johnson. Johnson goes up. Nice there as Deshaun Roberts gets a hand on it. Nice block, and he's going to retain possession. Gives it up to Sims. Sims pushing forward to the corner. 3-pointer on the way from Thomas just off the front of the rim. It will not fall. It rolls out, gives it to Phil Jackson, and Phil Jackson gets that rebound. He'll give it up to Sean McGeary with 4:45. Peru State will reset their offense. Avila playing a high 2-3 zone right now.
Cedric Johnson now leads all scorers for Avila, 22 points. Corday Sims at 20.
10 on the shot clock now for the Bobcats. McGarry, he drives into the paint. He takes a step, goes up with the right, nothing doing. He gets his own layup, still nothing. Jackson gets, Sims gets his, and then Thomas tried to go up with one, and Thomas is going to get fouled because they're going to get Tom Lubinjak, his 4th personal now, 7th team foul, so that puts him in the bonus. And it looks like Keith Taylor, who's been out for a little bit with some type of injury, who is being examined by the Peru State medical staff. I think he's finally going to get ready to come back into this game. First shot by Calvin Thomas on the free throw is no good. It's good for Deshaun. 4:19 to go in this game. Still a 9-point lead, 72-63. Here's Calvin Thomas. His second. That one is off the Eagles a big chance here. Ball's loose, though, and it's going to be picked up by Phil Jackson. Jackson now is going to dish it out to Thomas. Thomas gives it back on the high. They're way high. Just in front of the half-court mark here is Cannon. Jamar Cannon playing with him here. 20 seconds on the shot clock, and you can tell Peru State trying to eat as much shot clock time as they can. We're just under 4 minutes, 3:55 to go, 72-63. Peru State 9-point lead. They've been pretty much leading most of this game and all of the second half. Here's Cannon. Cannon drives in, kicks it out to Sims. Ball's on the ground, picked up by Cannon. Cannon puts up the shot with 3. Holy cow, a nice shot there by Jamar Cannon with 4 left. He gets a 3-pointer there. And the Bobcats now up 75-63.
Yeah, Jamar Cannon is now 3 for 5 on 3-pointers today. Now 13 points on the game.
Nice inside pass there from Morenlo down to Johnson, but then Johnson had a hard foul. Peru State gets their 8th team foul this half. Here on who it was as they send Johnson to the line. That one was on Corday Sims, his 3rd personal. Johnson, his first is good. Nails that one there, and now Johnson, he is just a scoring phenom for the Eagles here. 23 for him, and still leading all scorers, isn't he?
22 points going into this right here.
Johnson now nails his 24th. So now the score is 75-65. It's a 10-point affair here, 3:20 to go. Sean McGarry guarded heavily by Jeremy Fennell. loses that one, and that is going to be a backcourt violation. Now, Sean McGeary, interesting what he was doing here. He lost the ball, so if he would have picked it up, it would have been a backcourt violation. So he let the ball roll, and he started guarding it as much as possible. Johnson then came up. He was waiting for Johnson to try and touch it, which would then cancel out the backcourt. That didn't happen, though. He ended up picking it up, and they got the backcourt violation. Really interesting, though. I haven't seen that almost ever.
Right.
Eagles, they'll find Adams, who subs into the game. There's a shot by Johnson, and he knocks that one down there. He's on fire from the field here. 10 points for him this second half. 26 total. 3 minutes left, and it's 75-67. And now it's just an 8-point game. Here's Corday Sims. Brings it across the timeline for the Bobcats. He's on the far side. They're waiting. They are killing as much time as they can. 2:49. There's the shot up by Sims. No good, but nice cover. Nice follow-up by Calvin Thomas. It comes to the ground, and he puts it up and in. Thomas now with 12 this half. Now here's Johnson for the Eagles on the other side. Down low, wide open, man. He goes up, and there's going to be a travel. Didn't even get the basket. So Peru State takes over. 10-point game, 77-67, 2:29. I'm Colton Spearman, and Dale Obermeyer and Mike Colorman been along with me for this. Here's Sean McGeary. Court press from the Eagles. McGeary across half court. 2:19 to go in this game, 77-67. McGeary down low to Sims. Sims brings it up top. Sims is going to go in the paint. They're going to get a foul, though, on the Eagles. It'll be their 8th team foul. It's going to be on number 32, Keith Taylor.
We have a couple more finals in the Harvard America. Just upset Benedictine 59-57. And in a non-conference game, Culver Stockton was defeated 97-77.
77-67 here right now, 2:09 in this game. Sims at the line for a 1-1. First is good. Are you holding out on me on that Hastings College game? Did they lose?
I haven't seen it come around again. There was still a minute to go in the game, and they were behind by 2 points. This is the last time I'd seen one. I'll just keep you in suspense.
Oh, killing me. Back end of the 2 is good as Sims knocks that one down. He has 12 this half, 19 total. Across the timeline for the Eagles. 2 minutes left in this game. The Eagles are down by 12. Here's Marinlo. Marinlo puts it up for 3. That one was on target, but it rimmed out. And now the ball's up in the air. Finally gets grabbed by Jamar Cannon, and he gives it off to McGarry. And now it's going to be interesting to see what the Eagles need to do with a minute 45. Here's the intentional foul. As Fennell is actually going to foul out on that one. He actually had to look over to his coach, Rodney Perry. He was the closest man to that guy, and with a minute 44 down by 12, you got to start fouling pretty quickly. So he did, and he's going to be out as that's his 5th.
Yeah, Peru State 56% in field goal shooting this afternoon. 10 for 17, 58% in threes. So they have a better percentage in threes than they do in the other field goals, in the regular field goal percentage. Free throws 7 for 14, just 50%.
So Fennell fouls out. A big argument here, actually, between the two benches on if that was Fennell's 5th foul or his 4th foul.
Well, the DAC stats has it a 4th, but the scoreboard had it as 5th.
And I've been keeping him here, too, and that was his 5th. Sims at the line. Corday, four Bobcat basketball players back on the line. Here's McGarry. McGarry nails that one. It's his actually first basket here of the second half. 80-67, 13-point lead. He can make it 14 with this one with 1:44 left. Second end of this one. That one won't fall, so it's going to be picked up by Johnson here. He brings it across half court for the Eagles. Here's Johnson. He's double teamed. He's going to give it over to Reed. Reed comes into the paint. He works. Nice pass by Reed, and then Phil Jackson went to block the ball, but he's going to get the foul as Eric Adams couldn't finish there.
That'd be his 4th, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's going to be Jackson's 4th. 9th team foul this half for Peru State. So Adams now at the line. He has 3 points, thus far. That one is away and off the front of the rim. Subbing in now for the Eagles, Jake Allen. He'll come in for Tom Lubinjak, 32. Eric Adams back at the line again. His second is away, and that one he will knock down. So it's a 12-point game, 80-68. Sims to inbound. And there's going to be a foul automatically. With a minute 31 here.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not going to want to hear this, but Dordt defeated Hastings.
No.
83-76.
Oh, so close, Hastings.
Well, it was close to the final minute. They were within 2 with 1 minute to go.
That is close. Shucks. Well, you know, what are you going to do? At least I know now. Thank you for not holding me in suspense for that one.
Yeah, they must have had to try to foul late to win to have Dordt get 83 at the end.
Must have had to. Here's the inbound. Here's Johnson on it. Johnson gets the ball. He's running across, minute 25. Nice ball movement by the Eagles, but it gets down to Lumberjack. He finally finds the man for 3. And they're going to get 3 in the key for the Eagles.
A 3-second violation on
I haven't seen a 3-second violation in quite some time.
Yeah.
Minute 20 left in this game, 12-point lead. That's not helping the Eagles' cause here. They're going to be in a full-court press here now as Sims is going to inbound on the baseline. He's going to throw it deep here to Jamar Cannon. Jamar Cannon gets it across the timeline. He's on his own. They're going to have to try and foul him. He goes in deep. He puts it up. Now they're going to try and play keep away. Minute 29, minute 30, as there was a foul. Phil Jackson went up and slammed it home for a second. But now Jackson is going to get a technical foul, which is that's a little bogus, I'm not going to lie. He's going to get a technical foul for hanging on the rim. That's a little, I don't know if I agree with that one there. The refs are going to kind of talk things over. Coach Eric Behrens is letting them know that he disagrees.
And he will foul out with this.
He would foul out with that one. I don't agree with that one at all, actually. Minute 11, 12-point lead, 80-68. Coach Eric Behrens and the referee kind of getting back in there, both in each other's face. Eric Behrens really upset about it because this is going to be Phil Jackson's 5th foul. Coach Behrens claiming that the ref wasn't actually looking at the play. Ref definitely said he was looking at the play. So Johnson will take the free throw. That one up. He'll nail that one there. So now the score 80-70 as Johnson nails the 2. You really got to give that one to Corday Sims, though. He came by and told his coach, hey, we're all right here.
That's right. Yeah, a 10-point lead with a minute 11. Most of the time you think you can come away with a win.
Coach Behrens, though, on the principle of the matter, apparently.
Right.
So it's a 10-point lead. Coach Behrens still talking this one over. It's 80-70. Phil Jackson has been out. I think a Ruffin will come in for him. Still working this out. Yeah, Ruffin will come in for Jackson. Minute 11, 10-point lead here. Behrens still talking this one out with the refs.
Yeah, John Ruffin, 3 points this afternoon. He got that on he's had a layup, and then he also had a free throw.
Inbounding now for the Eagles will be Brandon Murillo. He's going to inbound here to Johnson. Johnson pushes forward. He comes across the half court here, hands it off to Reed. Reed comes inside. He goes into the paint. He's going fast. There's the basket. Wouldn't have counted anyway. It didn't fall. It's going to be a foul on number 23, John Ruffin, his 4th personal now. And we are in the double bonus here for the Eagles. So Reed to shoot 2. Minute 3 left in this one. First one is away. That one is good. Now it's a 9-point game, and now things are getting just a little bit dangerous here.
Yeah, Bradley Reed, that's his 5th point today, his first free throw.
Second one away. That one's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Ruffin, and they're going to try and double-team Ruffin. They can't, but the Peru State gets the ball away, and here is Roberts. Roberts goes up. He's going to get the foul. So he'll head to the line as Cedric Johnson gets his 2nd personal, and now both teams are going to be in the double bonus.
Yeah, Roberts hasn't had any free throw shooting today, but for the season, he's 8 for 14.
55.6 seconds left in this one. It's a 9-point lead for the Bobcats, but Marshawn Roberts is away. He makes it a 10-point game, 81-71. Roberts now with 5 points. Back at the line again. That next one is up and good. So Roberts now with 6. He makes it an 11-point game. So now you're going to see here, the Eagles didn't touch the ball. Let the clock kind of stop. You inbound it, and it bounces for a while. They have the ball. Here's Morinlo for 3. He knocks that one down. So Morinlo now with 3. He has 13 in this half. Wow, he has been on fire from that, and we're going to have a timeout, a full timeout by the Eagles. So we'll take a step away here on the Bobcat Radio Network with 47 seconds left. Your score, 82-74. Bobcats with the lead. We'll be right back.
When you shop the Ford, you'll find thousands of gifts that people love to get, from fashion-forward designs to home decor, from accessories to the Midwest's largest selection of footwear. Save on popular brands like Wrangler, Levi, Miss Me, Carhartt, Ariat boots and clothing, and more. Selection, savings, front door parking, and the friendliest customer service at the Ford. Log on to FortWestern.com for more deals and watch your local paper for our Christmas gift guide. Shop like you mean it this holiday season at the Ford in Lincoln, Nebraska City, and Columbus.
Back to more Bobcat basketball on today's best country, B103.
And what an exciting game it's been here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Colton Spearman. My color guy is Daryl Oberman. Thank you so much for joining us here. Obermeyer, excuse me, I apologize for that. I, for some reason, went Oberman on ESPN for a second. An exciting finish to this game would be a little bit of an understatement here. There's just a lot of different events here happening. Still a close one, 82-74. It's an 8-point game, 47 seconds left. Peru State at this point at one point in time, Daryl, led by 18.
Yeah, we're down to 8 points now, 47 seconds to go. Cedric Johnson has really been a force that Peru's had to deal with today.
The inbound there from Sean McGeary got poked away. There'll still be an inbound for Peru State. 1 second burnt off the clock, 46.6 now.
Yeah, Cedric Johnson averages 17.9 games for the season, but 28 points today against the Bobcats.
That's if he gets 2 more, there's the inbound to Cannon, and they're going to foul Cannon. If he gets 2 more, that's going to be the second Eagle player to get 30 points today. As there was I forget who it was in that girls game that ended up getting 30 points. It was Rebecca Capiter.
Yeah, Capiter. Yeah, and she's a small-town girl from Trenton, Missouri. I have a whole bunch of. Yeah,
small world.
Should try to catch her after the game.
See
if we're sure string relation.
There you go. You never know. You never know. Cannon at the line, 44.5. He's looking to extend this one to a 10-point lead. His first will fall. 14 for Cannon. As someone back into this one will be Tom Lubinjack. Cannon. It's a 9-point lead. He can make it a 10-point lead for the Bobcats if he nails this one here. Second is away. That one is off the mark, so it's a 9-point lead. 43 seconds. Here we go. The Eagles bring it across. It's Johnson. He's going to hand it off here to Reed. Back to inside to Reed. Reed goes up, and he's going to miss that one. But there's going to be a foul under the basket.
Which player do you call it on?
I didn't see a foul at all.
I didn't see a player there to make a foul.
Who could have made the foul? Has to be a jump, if anything. There's no way that it can be an actual foul because there's no one by him when he was going up on the basket. Okay, so they're going to say that it's Peru State. It's going to be their ball.
But on what grounds?
I have no idea what. I don't even know why they blew a whistle in the first place. I mean, we are right down here on the sideline, right next to everything, like the best seats in the house, and we didn't see anything. But we'll put that in the past now. 31.6 seconds left. It's still a 9-point game, 83-74. Peru State has this one, so the Eagles are going to have to get a steal, or they're going to have to foul now. McGarry on the inbound, full court press. There's the inbound. It's going to get to Cannon. Cannon's going to push it forward to Ruffin. Ruffin now, they're going to try and play keep away. He goes up, he's fouled, so he'll head to the line for 2. If he made that one, that could have been pretty detrimental, but he didn't. So he has 2 shots with 25.7 left. That's going to be a personal foul on Jake Allen, his first personal Again, both teams in the double bonus already here.
Yeah, John Ruffin 1 for 1 today on free throws.
First is good, so now he's 2 for 2. We'll get Lubin Jack in, but we're going to take a timeout here. The Bobcats will talk things over to how they want to finish this game out, and we'll take another break with them right here on the Bobcat Radio Network. 84-74 your score with 25.7 left. We'll be right back.
I am Marty Fattig, CEO of Nemaha County Hospital in Auburn. We value the trusted relationships that we have developed with our patients and their families. We make you our top priority by ensuring that you receive friendly, affordable, quality care every time. Nemaha County Hospital is also proud to have good working relationships with all of the major insurance providers in the state, including Blue Cross Blue Shield. We thank you for allowing us to serve you in the past, and we welcome the opportunity to serve you and your family in the future, and always consider it our privilege to provide for your healthcare needs.
Download the free B103 app in the iTunes Store or Google Play to listen to live coverage of the Peru State Bobcats.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 84-74, 25.7 seconds left in this game, but Colton Spearman here with and Daryl, my color man here. Daryl, this last minute of this game has felt like it's been about 10 minutes.
Well, it started out slow because of that technical foul called against Peru State, and it's drug ever since then.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, 25.7 seconds to go.
10-point lead. Ruffin at the line to finish his 2 shots.
Yeah, right now he's 2 for 2 with that first free throw he made. 2 for 2 in free throws on the day. He has 3 rebounds.
Second of the 2 is away. That one is good, so it's an 11-point game, 85-74. So here's the inbound to Johnson. 23 seconds. The shot clock is dead. Johnson takes it at the top of the key. They need to get a shot off now. Here is Gort back up. He takes the shot up. 2-pointer won't fall. He gets it to Ruffin. Ruffin tries to get it away, but Ruffin gets the foul, and he'll head to the line with 13.6. And Darryl, this one is pretty much over.
Oh, yeah, especially, he's 3 for 3 now today on free throw shooting, so...
That was pretty much like time-wise, at least in my mind, that was his last chance. That was their last chance to try and walk away with it. 11-point lead. It's just too much.
That's a lot of quick three-pointers to get back in this game now.
It would have been 3-pointer foul, them miss, both of them, get it 3-point foul. It would have been a lot for the Eagles to come back into this one. And eventually you have to realize, you have to think these coaches are going to realize it and let the clock run out. Because we are still at 13.6. Ruffin will miss one, so that's still going to keep some hope in the Eagles. 85-74, 13.6 seconds left in this game. A stopwatch with 1 minute left to see how long this was actually going to take here.
Right.
Second of the 2. That one's up and good, so it's a 12-point game, 86-74. So here go the Bobcats, 13 seconds left. The Eagles just taking across the timeline. Johnson slowly taking it down here. They're obviously going to try and take as many threes as they can, but that's going to do it. Nice three-pointer there, though. Timeout even.
Yeah, Peru State is playing underneath.
I'm sorry. It's just that they took the and then a player on the Peru State bench just yelled, "Hey, let's get out of here." I thought that was actually kind of funny. 4.9 timeout by the Eagles. They are down by 9.
Kind of talking about basketball. Creighton almost got beat by South Dakota. They were upset today by St. Mary's. Lincoln.
They had
just
a great
had a
game against the
three-pointer
Huskers.
after three-pointers.
Yeah,
and they upset Oklahoma a week or two before that. So you just kind of see the up and down. And some nights are hot and some nights are
are just not. And then UNO, actually, even earlier in this year, they went and beat Marquette at Marquette, which was a big win for them, too. For a young UNO basketball team that is, I think this is their second or third season in D1, still trying to make their have an identity.
The Summit League isn't something that you think is a powerhouse conference in basketball.
It has some tough players, though. They are part of that Summit League, which major improvement from what they used to be in.
Oh, absolutely. But they're still not the Big 12 or anything.
Oh no, they're still that mid-major D1 school for sure. And then finally we'll let that one fall from Peru State. The Bobcats 86, Avila 77. We're going to take a break here, and when we return, we'll have some stats and final thoughts here from the Bobcat Radio Network. Colton Spearman for Daryl Overmeyer. We'll be right back here. Bobcat Radio Network. Bobcats get the win, 86-77.
We first opened about 10 years ago. We were small, just a few of us, but it was exciting. I always dreamt of having my own business. It was kind of slow at first, but things started picking up. We had big plans. But in our wildest dreams, we never thought we'd have this much work. Yeah, with so many businesses caught off guard by the storm, Reed Waste Management has never been busier.
What will become of your business after a disaster? Nearly 2/3 of businesses aren't prepared for an emergency, and 40% of businesses that experience a disaster never recover. Make an emergency plan now, before it's too late. For a free online tool that helps you develop an emergency plan to keep your business up and running should disaster strike, visit ready.gov/business. Brought to you by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the American Red Cross, and the Ad Council.
Today, my new dad and I shot off a rocket in the park.
Today, my new son and I failed to shoot off a rocket.
He knew exactly what to do.
I had no clue what I was doing.
We set up the rocket. Hit ignition. And then
nothing. Sometimes I laugh when I'm frustrated.
Then out of nowhere, the rocket launched into the air.
The rocket did get into the air.
I've never seen anything fly so high.
And then crashed into a kite. Look out! Look out! And then the pond.
I'll never forget that day.
I'll never forget that day, even if I tried.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
B103 presents Peru State Basketball. Brought to you by Cody's U-Save Pharmacy, Burr Farms Machinery, LeGrand Financial, Brown Shoe Fit, and Syracuse Lumber. Now, let's send you to our B103 sports crew with the live call of Bobcat Basketball on today's best country, B103.
And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Final score, 86-77. The Bobcats get the win here, and now the Bobcats improve here on the year to 7-4 and 2-1 in the Heart of America Athletic Conference play. I'm going to give it over to Daryl now. Daryl, what do you got for me for stats?
Well, Corday Sims this afternoon had 22 points. He had 5 rebounds. He was perfect on free throws. He was 4 for 5 from the free throw line. So we're going to name him the player of the game.
I like that one. Yep.
He was also the player of the game last week against Evangel. He's really had a great season here at Peru State. Calvin Thomas, 23 points, and Jamar Cannon, 14 points. 3 players at Peru State were in double figures this afternoon. The game high goes to Cedric Johnson with 28 points. He was 11 of 13 in free throws for Avila. Just an absolute all-around great player for the Avila Eagles. Peru State was 56% of field goal percentage, 52% for Avila, 58% in the threes, or 59% in the threes for Peru State, 56% for Avila. Free throws, Avila had an edge, 73% to 62%. And rebounds, though, 32-20 this afternoon. And team fouls, Peru State 23-20 in that category. Bench scoring, Peru State in bench scoring, they made 15 points off rebounds this afternoon. It's an 86-77 victory over the Avila Eagles and Bobcats.
Yes, it was. We're going to take one more break here. We come back, we'll take a look at who the Bobcats will play next as they go on a little bit of a Christmas break here, but we'll step away one more time. We'll be back with our final thoughts and our goodbye here on the Bobcat Radio Network.
When the snow is falling and piling up, there's one question that comes to every student's mind. Do we have school today? Be the first to know when you sign up for alerts on the Big Apple Radio app. You can sign up for one or as many schools as you'd like. And when a school closing is announced, a notification will be sent straight to your smartphone. You can also sign up for email alerts at b103.fm. And we'll have updates on air at 103.1 FM. There's no cost for the alerts, and you can download the Big Apple Radio app for free in the iTunes Store or Google Play Store. When the snow flies, we rise at today's best country, B103.
I don't believe it. My savings are gone. They're gone.
You're kidding.
Nope, they're gone. They're gone.
Okay, all right. Think about it. Where did you have them last?
I remember I was home, then I took them, and then I spent them on that vacation to Aruba. Then I bought this miniature suit of armor I saw in the in-flight magazine.
And that's the last you saw of your savings?
Yes.
This is so weird.
I know, right?
Weird? Not really. Not saving now means no money later. You'd be surprised how quickly a little money from every paycheck can really add up. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
The armor is cool, though. Oops. I think I broke its gauntlet.
You broke my favorite part.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Howdy, Greg Wagner joining you from the Nebraska Game and Parks Commission. Time now for another Nebraska Outdoor Update. What to do outdoors in the wintertime here in the Husker State? Well, there's hunting. There's wildlife watching, ice fishing, special events in the state parklands, and so much more. Visit our Game and Parks website for more information about outdoor activities in the wintertime. Our web address is outdoornebraska.org. And we'll see you out there. I'm Greg Wagner.
Follow B103 on Facebook and Twitter for live scores and more coverage of the Peru State Bobcats.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Final goodbye. Peru State gets the win here over the Avila Eagles here. 1-1 here. The women lose. The men take the win. Women actually are next going to be in action on the 17th against Grace University in Omaha. They're actually going to be going on Christmas break here. They'll next be in action next year. And by next year, I mean 2015. January 2nd, there'll be Kansas Wesleyan, Salina, Kansas, for that tournament down there. They'll be taking on Kansas Wesleyan on the 2nd and Bethany College on the 3rd, and they resume hack action on the 8th against Graceland University in Lamoni, Iowa. But that's going to do it for us here. Again, Peru State takes the win here for the boys' side of things. Thank you so much for joining us. It was a great time here. Colton Spearman for Daryl Overmeyer. Thank you so much for joining us. For our guys back in the studio, Gio and Wade, thank you so much there. But that's going to do it for us here. Everybody have a safe Saturday night. Thanks again here for tuning in on the Bobcat Radio Network on today's Best Country, B103. Everybody have a safe night.
This has been a production of B103 Sports.
All broadcast in all or any media form provided by KBIE are the sole property of KBIE. Any retransmission of these broadcasts, whether partial or in its entirety for commercial or personal use without the expressed written consent of KBIE is strictly prohibited.
Thanks for listening to Peru State College Athletics on B103. Bobcat Sports on B103 has been brought to you by
Vanderveen and Garacki, Syracuse Senior Housing, Lifetime Vision Center, Studheit Implement, Valentino's, Douglas Tire, B. Harson Agency Inc., Brent Harson American Family Agent, Mosier's You Save Pharmacy, Cody's You Save Pharmacy, Strigo's Southside Body Shop, Burr Farms Machinery, Arbor Bank, LeGrand Financial, and Syracuse Lumber.
Find more coverage of Peru State Athletics at B103.fm and follow B103 on Facebook and Twitter.
Your exclusive home of the Peru State Bobcats is today's best country.
B103.
KBIE, Auburn, Nebraska City.
At 103.1, we are your family-friendly station, bringing you 30 minutes of continuous country.
It's my country.
B103. Today's best country. B103.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Let's get down to business.
It jumped up a notch. It did, didn't it?
Well, it's Last Call with Clint. Crank it up.
Leave it on.
Today's best country. B103.
The southern wind sings again another lullaby.